it play and call it work.
Hey everybody, Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com. Welcome to our live sit and talk. Could you really hear us? Could you really? Really? Because we're really confused.
So confused.
People were saying, yeah, they could hear us, but we were looking at everything and everything was not showing us. Yes, LOL, yes, really. But then why didn't nobody put water buffalo when we said to put water buffalo?
Yeah, are you guys just being next level and just not trying to
There was
make
talk
this?
about farting and numbers. Were we talking about farting?
Luca came in and said that Josh was like, it smells in here. Luca's like, haha, I farted. So then I quoted him and now people think I farted.
Oh, now people are writing water buffalo. It's too late. It's too late. But I don't understand. You know what? Do me a favor. We're gonna switch back to the screen that said that was the countdown, and I'm gonna say a word, and I want you to type in that word to prove that you really could hear us. Go ahead, switch to that.
Well, I'm still.
I said canyon. Nobody put that in there. But how? It's really bothering me. How did they hear us? Because it really seemed in the chat that they could hear us. We're trying to figure it out because he was looking at the stream and it said we weren't transmitting any sound, and so it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I guess the true way is to watch the replay of the stream.
I guess we could watch the replay, right?
And really prove what was said.
So welcome. Thanks for throwing us so off at the very first part of this whole thing. Welcome to our live sit and talk, special live sit and talk today. Because it's longer and because we're going to do all sorts of giveaways. I've got all sorts of boxes of goodies for all of you here live. And I'm also going to be giving away some start collecting boxes from Warhammer 40K and Age of Sigmar, which I'm very excited to do. And so this is actually going to be a small giveaway compared to what I'm planning on doing once we get ready to move. Because when we get ready to move, we're going to have a lot of stuff we just want to get rid of. And we could like put it all up on eBay and sell it and make a few bucks. Or we could
Do an awesome giveaway.
do a ridiculously awesome giveaway, maybe like for more than one day. Like we'll have several live streams and do like a great week. Maybe even like sell some lifetime vault memberships. Just like something really special to celebrate the fact that we're going to have to go through the grueling trial of moving everything to the new place.
And is there even going to be content when we move? Or
Yeah, we'll have something. Are you mic'd at all, or are there people
Yes,
that's
I
hearing
am.
you muffled? You are mic'd, okay.
I am muffled?
No. I mean like because they can only hear you.
Oh
from
yeah,
my mic.
no. I got my own lav. I figured this out.
Yeah. But yeah, stuttery as heck, can't adjust the quality of the stream. We are having some internet problems. I'm not sure if it'll affect your end.
And I don't know, because some people say they can adjust their qualities and some people can't. So
Which is
I'm not
weird.
really sure how Twitch
Maybe it's more
works
on their end. Like if you have
Yeah.
a Prime account, you can change it. Maybe is it that you have to have a Prime account?
Yeah, because again, people
I
are
don't know,
saying
we've
no
been doing
stream
this for-
issues and
We've been live streaming now for almost 3 months, and we're still figuring stuff out. There's a lot to learn. We've got almost 500 viewers on here right now,
wow.
and so that is fantastic. I just reminded me I got to silence my phone.
And typically, like, we try to keep up with saying who's subscribed and how many bits are going on, but it's going to be super hard to keep up with it.
Yeah, today we're not going to be able to do that because we've had hundreds of people subscribe over the past few days, thanks to the giveaway. So thank you so much to all of you. It's not too late yet. Now, the way the giveaways are going to work, I'm going to do one right away for you guys, just for the people who are here early or on time. And I'll do them throughout the show. And then I'm going to answer questions, just like we do for a normal live sit and talk, but we'll make it for 2 hours instead. I'm going to make sure I've got a bunch of them printed off that Vault members had left, just in case they're not able to make it. And so I'll make sure to get through those as well. But near the end of it, I'll do the giveaways for the Vault members and Twitch subscribers. So if you want to become a Twitch subscriber throughout the show, that gives you an extra chance of winning. So whether you are present or not, though, you can win if you're a Twitch subscriber. So I'm going to randomly choose 2 Twitch subscribers. Present or not present, doesn't matter. And so if you have Twitch Prime, for example, I've noticed a lot of people are using their Twitch Prime to sign up. The nice thing about that is if you already have Twitch Prime or Amazon Prime, you get a free... You can actually choose a channel to get that, and it doesn't cost you any extra money, but we still get the money from it just like we would from somebody purposely signing up and paying for the Twitch subscribership. And with your becoming a Twitch subscriber gets you access to our videos on demand. Not all of our shows go to YouTube afterwards, so it gives you extra stuff like that. But if you're a Silver Vault member, we do upload this stuff to the Silver Vault, right? We've been doing that.
Yes,
all our shows.
Yeah, it either makes it like this show will be put out on YouTube.
This one
the
will be put on
D&D
YouTube because
goes
it's
out
St.
on
Todd.
YouTube.
Yeah.
And then Chris's and Dave's things go out on the Silver Vault, and anything else that we
As we make more stuff,
exactly.
Yeah, we're going to try to have more stuff stay in Twitch and the Vault, and then have some live shows that go free as well. But yeah.
There are a couple people commenting that it's running slow on their end, and if we can switch to 720p, but I'm unfortunately sorry that we don't want to drop quality, because again, this will go up to YouTube later and everything. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I can kind of say on that regard. I think once we hit affiliate, then you're able to change the.
Well, we have affiliate right now. Once we have
partner, Twitch partner.
Yeah, it
we'll
definitely opens up more
it.
things. We'll probably become a partner in the next couple months, is what we're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
I had, oh man, so many. I'm not able to keep up with all the chat right now, but DH Star Wars said that he's both Silver Vault member and Twitch subscriber. That's awesome.
That's
that actually gives you more chances. Because the way it's going to work is I'm going to choose 2 Twitch subscribers, 1 Bronze Vault member, and 2 Silver Vault members to get the giveaways. And I'll do that near the end, so you can sign up to be the Twitch subscriber throughout the show and not miss out on that. But let's start with the giveaway. I'm kind of scrambling here, because I went and gave my parents and my wife a tour of the new bunker.
Ooh.
It's still on, like, they're finishing the drywalling right now, so it's at that stage. And so it took longer than I thought it would, so I got back and scrambled and ate really fast and choked on my food. So I'm going to give you a word. The way that the giveaways are going to work on the stream is I will give you a word. Don't try to guess it right now. I'll make sure it's not something obvious, because if you type it more than once, you're disqualified. And so I'll put in a word, we'll wait 30 seconds, and then I will choose a random person who wrote that word. And you just use the word by itself. Don't put it in a sentence. Uppercase, lowercase, doesn't matter. It's not case sensitive, but you don't have to put anything before or after it, just the word. So let's start off with this box of Chaos Space Marines. Do you have a big stack of sticky notes right there?
I at one point did, and then someone stole them.
So I should probably mark down who wins each of these. Hold on a sec. I'll get some sticky notes.
Oh, Matt's gone. I'm taking over now, guys.
Oh, no, you can still hear me, though.
Oh, okay.
Don't let him, just don't say anything.
What?
I gotta get some sticky notes, some sticky notes, some sticky notes.
Sticky notes.
Oh, I have
Sticky
some
notes.
sticky notes, some sticky notes today.
Sticky
Don't
notes.
listen to
Sticky
Colin.
notes. Sticky notes. Sticky notes. I like how I just get shamed there. I was trying to sing along with you, and
Yeah? Oh, did you give a good harmony, or were you just awful?
I will leave them to be the judge of that.
Excuse me. I got my sticky notes. My sticky notes. So I'll write down the username of whoever wins, and then we'll contact you afterwards. If you win, you can just whisper to us who you are and your address and all that, and then Aaron will take care of all this afterwards. Okay, so our first word is, let me find a random word on this box that's not going to be obvious. No, people will spell that. Oil. O-I-L. Oil.
Oil.
If I do this properly.
Oh, it's working. There's a lot of oil.
I know people are saying oil. I just want to make sure it actually is a...
Is it? Yeah. Oh, right. Is it actually gathering people in the Nightbot?
I think so. I'm checking a couple that I see go through. So write down the word oil. Yeah, it's working.
Oh, right.
Oh, wait, no. 378. Hold on, we might have to redo this. I don't know if I have this set up properly. Keep going, though. Keep going, just in case I do have it set up
We
properly.
are at 567 viewers. This is crazy.
Oh, okay. So that's not so crazy then, the numbers I'm getting.
Does that make sense, kind of?
Well, it seems a little high. Huh, it looks right, though.
I mean, and there is a bit of a delay, but I mean...
Yeah, oil. O-I-L. Uppercase, lowercase. Only do it once. If you do it more than once, the anti-spam thing will automatically mark users ineligible that post the keyword more than one time, is what it says.
So yeah, definitely don't keep typing it.
I'm just... Oh, did I have to actually click that? Hold on. Eligibility.
Thank you, Rainbone, for the 300 bits.
Ordinary users. Subscribers. Oh no, I just turned them off. Okay, let's turn them back on. Regulars and subscribers and users. Okay. Gonna wait just a few more seconds. Oil. And by the way, it was Gnome oil was the context of that.
That makes
I
sense.
was going to say gray, but I'm like, oh, they might spell it with an E or
Oh,
an A.
yeah.
It's
That's
two ways
it.
to spell gray.
I still don't even know how actually it's spelled.
They're both correct. It's just like lots of spellings of English words. Okay. Give money to the streamers. All right, here we are. I'm going to stop it now. Oil, last chance. I'm going to count to 10. In my time, you're going to be delayed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9.5, 10. Roll it. Alozira, 1986, has won the giveaway. Congratulations. Alozira has been following us since December 14th of 2018.
Oh, wow. That was a couple weeks into
Zira,
streaming, I think.
19. Well, we started at the beginning of November.
Right, beginning of November.
Well, no, that's not true. We started in October. November is when we became an affiliate.
That's why I remember it. Okay.
Yeah, beginning of November is when we became an affiliate. Alozira, 1986, thank you so much. Congratulations.
And yeah, just send us a whisper on Twitch, which is some sort of command stroke that I don't remember how to do.
I think it's /W. And then you put our username.
Yeah.
It's okay. If you don't get a hold of us, we'll get a hold of you. Okay. Let's do one more. I've got so many to give away, and I like the idea of I love the idea of giving stuff away to people who are here right now, like right at the beginning. And then we'll get some questions. I got a Necron Cryptech here. Necron Cryptech. This model was introduced by Games Workshop in the past few years. And in French, it is Cryptech Necron.
Ooh.
In some other language, it is Cryptement der Necrons.
That sounds like Spanish.
Well, only because I went der.
I'm basing it solely off your pronunciation. So.
Cryptotechnologio Necron.
Okay, maybe that's Italian.
No, that I didn't move my arms enough for that to be Italian. Cryptotechnologio Necron. All right, so the word for this one is going to be painting. Painting is the word.
Whoa, 1,000 bits from health. Oh gosh, it's going
Hellfire.
away.
I can see it on the top bits.
Oh, okay.
So right now so painting. Write the word painting only once. Painting, uppercase, lowercase, not in a sentence, not with anything special. Painting. You can spell it properly. Not panting.
Not painting. Not panting.
Not panting. Painting. Yeah, right now the top bit donator is Gideon Star with 1,500 bits, and we got Hellfire with 1,000, and then Rainboned.
Rainbow.
Oh, we just got somebody else.
Oh, that was
Rainbone.
Rainbow.
Oh, Rainbone just took the lead with 1,500, tied for first.
I believe it was Rainbow who had the big Twitch war last week.
Oh, are you starting another war? Well, I'm not going to discourage that. Painting is the word to get a Necron Cryptech. I'm going to have it go.
And there's Khalifa, who was the other.
Khalifa did 1,000. No, 1,600. So 1,600 from Khalifa. Thank you, Khalifa, for your generosity. You guys are awesome. This is so much fun. I really do want to get to the questions. I don't feel bad about all this extra ones, though, because painting is the word. Because
We should probably include a thing if you're watching this on YouTube. The giveaways are over.
oh yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm sorry, the giveaways are over. This is all for live Twitch stuff.
But if you follow us on Twitch, then you get a chance to enter possible future giveaways. So
Yeah.
you should still go over there and follow us.
Yeah, go and follow us. Okay, painting. Okay, in 5 seconds, I'm going to count to 5. Unos, dos, trois, quatre. I don't remember the one for Tahitian. 5. All right, let's choose a winner. Oh, don't worry, we're going to be doing lots of sitting and talking. Tyrion Woe. Tyrion Woe, who's been following us since today. Welcome, Tyrion. Tyrion Woe. Tyrion Woe. Tyrion Woe. I don't know, one of those two.
Tyrion Lannister?
Tyrion Woe. Whoa, Tyrion.
Whoa!
Okay, so let's get talking with questions. So the way that you're going to ask questions for the sit and talk, I'm going to be, I'll answer some that were pre-submitted, but I am just opening up the program so I can open it up. I'm going to open it. So basically you put !ask and then ask your question. Okay? Try to just submit one for now. I think it'll actually only limit you to one right now.
Yeah,
anyways.
and he's future questions you ask, if one is already stuck in the queue, then it won't get actually entered. So once once Matthew's answered your question and like kind of moved on to the next one, then
Hopefully it'll work. I like to
one.
pick random though, and the pick random doesn't seem to work properly.
No, the pick random doesn't necessarily. It doesn't delete them afterwards.
Yeah, which is really dumb, because I don't want people to be like, well, I'm not going to ask because there's already a million. So just make sure. Like, for example, the very first one was Wigdor. Are the stripes in your shirt orange or red? What do you think, Colin?
That's orange.
I think it's more red than orange. Are we going to spark one of those internet wars?
Boy.
They're actually blue and gold.
I'm going to change the white balance of this camera. So.
I would say more red than orange. Colin would say more orange than red. And I would say that when I look at the screen, that is pretty accurate to what
But
I
which
see
one? Because actually each of them are different.
Why would they
This
each be
one's
different?
slightly warmer and this one's slightly cooler.
Why would they do that? That doesn't make any sense. It's the
I
same
actually
monitor.
have no idea.
That's the same monitor.
But I think it's because this one's outputting and this one's inputting.
Oh, the output one looks close to accurate.
I don't get it.
Anyways, so let's go to one of the pre-submitted questions. Tabe8, a Silver Vault member. Matthew, a few things. One, when is the website being updated? Well, technically it's being updated right now. It took me almost a full minute before the page settled enough so I could post a comment. I'm sorry. The website right now is old. We tried to do some updates, which made it worse because it turns out when you try to put something modern on something old, it doesn't work very well. And so our wonderful web developer, Jim, he's been doing a great job with everything. He's been helping us to make it work. He is currently working on a big project to redo the entire website from scratch, which means you're not going to see any more changes until it is done and we roll it out. So we're kind of we just took that risk and said, you know, normally I like incremental updates to websites, but this website's so old and so outdated and so bad. The coding's so horrible. It's on an old server that, and Jim's worked on sites that Oprah has used, and and it survived the traffic that she sent to a site. So I know that he can do a good job. So he's bringing us up to speed for 2019. So our site won't look or act like it was built in 2006 or 2007 when it was actually built. So yeah, sorry about that. But my guesstimate is it'll be done in March or April, is what I'm hoping for. Around the same time that we'll move into the new building. 2, as a long-standing Vault member, I feel the product has depreciated for me because of the focus on live shows. I do not have an issue with your strategies to maximize revenues, but I'm used to the way the channel used to be, and I feel somewhat neglected because of the attention spent on the live stuff, which I have no interest in. I don't know what to say to that because we still put lots of attention to our regular stuff, just like we normally do.
And all of the live stuff gets put into the Vault anyway?
Yeah, and if you're a Vault member, you get the live stuff. But if you're not interested in new content, I think I can appreciate you saying that because you're thinking, well, that's true, but you're still taking attention that you could put into making newer products for Vault members. And you're absolutely right. It's a hard choice to make as a business. The reason that we really started doing live shows is because I really wanted to do a role-playing show. But I didn't want the role-playing show to be split up like narrative campaigns are. And so then the question was, well, how do you monetize it then? And YouTube revenue is just not the answer. Just, if anybody suggests that, then they don't understand how little you get from YouTube revenue. And so that's when it came down to, well, we could live stream it. But if we wanted to live stream it and monetize it, you have to actually live stream enough for Twitch to recognize you as an affiliate and later on as a partner. So that's when we started doing other shows too. But having said that, like the amount of time it pulls us away from other stuff is minimal compared to the amount of other stuff that we're putting out. But I can appreciate saying, well, there's still, I'm not interested in that. I wish you put your time into something else. And I get that. I can appreciate that. I could also understand that if we were to start covering a new game, all sorts of people would be like, yes, thank you. And then other people would be like, you've depreciated the value of your channel because I just care about 40K, and now you're putting time into another game. It's just going to be the way it is. As we grow, we are not ever going to look the same that we did 5 years earlier. We're going to evolve. We're going to look at what viewers are watching, what we want to cover, and it's going to change. And I get that as certain Vault members who are there for the content and not just because they're here to support us. I'm not saying that you're not one of those, but like people who are truly just buying the product, they would look at that and be like, well, I no longer care about this product, so I'll stop buying it. And I get that. And I hope that what happens though with our business is that we gain more than we lose. That's always the case, right? As you develop more things, you will always lose some customers who long for the way it used to be, but you hope that in the long run you gain more than you lose. I'm not hoping to lose you, Tabe8. As a longtime Vault member, you are awesome and you have been very supportive in helping us, and we hope that you'll stick around. and ride this bumpy ride along with us. Once we open the new bunker, things are going to change even more. We're going to be running all sorts of events, which will give us access to making all sorts of different kinds of videos. I have an idea for a year-long narrative campaign where people come in for a week to do a big Battlefleet Gothic campaign to determine the fate of the battle around a planet, and then we have like apocalypse campaigns, kill team campaigns, Adeptus Titanicus campaigns, regular Warhammer 40k campaigns, urban conquest campaigns to determine the fate of all the different parts of the planet, interspersed with apocalypse games, and then culminated in one giant apocalypse game at the end. And this is over the course of a year. I want to do that for both Warhammer 40k and Age of Sigmar. Obviously not Battlefleet Gothic and all that kind of stuff for Age of Sigmar. But that'll open up to all sorts of cool content. But then there might be some people who'll be like, well, I just miss your regular old battle reports. And we won't necessarily stop doing those, but they'll see us putting our focus and attention on these different things. So the short answer is we're going to constantly try out new things and change what we do as we need to and as we ever evolve. And if that ever comes a point where you no longer feel that the Vault membership is worth it to you, then thank you for all your years of patronage. And I hope that there's more people who disagree with you than agree with you. Otherwise, we'll slowly go to business. Thirdly, from Tabe8, can you give your current opinion on Horus Heresy on this channel? I ask only because I'm curious if I'm just a dinosaur longing for days of yore, or if you see what I'm seeing, strong view numbers. I have nothing but respect for what you guys do, and while I may feel a lull in my enthusiasm for the channel lately, I still love what you guys do, and you are still my favorite YouTube channel. Well, thank you. Horus Heresy is definitely in a bit of a lull. Mainly, I think, because of Games Workshop. They haven't really been updating it as much. I know that one of their writers died last year, I want to say it was, the main one, and that was it's not a big department that works in Horus Heresy. It's their specialists, their Forge World side of things. And so losing one important person is enough to grind everything to a halt. What I really hope they do, and I don't see them doing anytime soon, is just making it 8th edition. If Horus Heresy was 8th edition, then I would instantly be very interested in playing it. I'm not saying 7th edition is worse than 8th edition or 8th edition is better. I'm saying that people know 8th edition. And so splitting the rule set like that I don't think is a great business move. I can see why they did it, because they were still working on several books, and those books were probably all printed already and designed, and they're all 7th edition books, and then maybe not printed, but designed, and so updating them all to 8th edition rules would be a colossal task for a very small group of people. So we'll see. Okay, let's grab a question from our viewers. Gideon Starr, how much did you love the Gets? The Gloomspite Gets? I am so happy with them. They're so much fun. I haven't played more with them since the 2 games that were posted today. I hopefully will be playing more next week. We'll be getting some of the new Trogoths, the new Trolls. I just got the new piece of terrain and all the endless spells painted by Dan Beatty from Max Aggression Gaming, which you can see. I've posted pictures of that on our Facebook page.
It's also in the open vault.
Is in the open vault too?
That came out today.
That came out today. Awesome. I am so excited for them. I'm so glad that they merged a bunch of things into one book and then gave them some really cool rules, like the Bad Moon rules, new spell lores, new artifacts, command traits, War Scroll battalions, and updated some of the existing War Scrolls as well, just to make them make sense. So I am very happy with them. I loved the Moon Clan Grots before, and now I love them even more, as they've been wrapped together, Spiderfang, Trolls, the Gargant even, and you can play with them all together, which is great. I'm so excited for them. Buzz J, what do you think of the new Genestealer Cult models, and which one is your favorite? I love them too. I'm so excited for the new Genestealer Cult. I feel like it's my turn right now. That we got the Gloomspite Gets, and then shortly we're going to be having Genestealer Cult. I am so excited for that. And when they come out, you can bet that I'll be playing those. And I have an idea that I might actually do a little campaign with them using the Urban Conquest rules. Do like a Genestealer Cult versus whoever I can manage to get to play against me, and do like an actual full campaign of just a 2-player Urban Conquest. I'd like to do a 4-player Urban Conquest, but I'm finding it hard to get that in the schedule, just because of how many guests we have coming in. Maybe it could involve guests. It would be hard though, just because you have to have an even number of games for it to make sense, for it to not just spiral out of control. Okay, let's grab a question from Vault members that posted before. GBC 343, hi Matt, I hope you are good in the new year. I am. Now he asked then a question about the Gloomspite Gets, and I've already answered that, so I'm going to ignore that question. Other question in terms of Age of Sigmar lore, have you checked out the Age of Sigmar Lexicanum? Very good site, and just recommending it if you haven't heard of it. Oh, I definitely know of Lexicanum. I haven't checked it out lately, back when I was first really writing a lot of narrative campaigns for Age of Sigmar and was not super familiar with its lore, I was perusing more of the wikias, the Age of Sigmar wikia and Lexicanum. I use them a lot actually when I'm writing campaigns because there's so many nuggets of lore the deeper you go. 40k especially, just because of how old it is now. With Age of Sigmar being still relatively new, Warhammer 40k has all sorts of old nuggets that people don't remember or know about, and so I can use those and seem fresh and like it's so creative that you have this cool idea. And it's like, oh, this is actually Games Workshop's idea from 25 years ago. I'm just revitalizing it. I would recommend. Hold on. Also, the YouTube channel of Arvandas is quite good as well if you would like to try it. I would recommend his one on the Scourge Privateers first. Very good one. Wishing you guys all the best. MiniWarGaming forever! I like that. Is that the new Vault Member for Life thing? MiniWarGaming forever. I feel like I should do some sort of salute with that.
Right.
I gotta be careful.
Is your lip bleeding a
It
little
is.
bit? Okay.
It's dry.
Okay.
I'm so dry. Like, you're trying to figure out if there's a color correction problem?
Yeah, I was like, is that something on the thing?
No, my lips are redonkulously dry. I hate the winter season for that reason. I don't mind it for the don't have to cut the grass and
I was going to say,
no
there
bugs.
hasn't even been that much snow this winter.
There hasn't. I've been enjoying this winter, except for the dryness.
Yep.
And so it kills my lips.
My hands have been really
Yeah, when I was
lizardly.
when I was 19 and I went to Tahiti as a missionary for my church, first you have to go to Utah for a few weeks and get some training. And I went there in the middle of winter, and I woke up every morning and had to clean my lips off.
Oh.
It was pretty gross.
Yuck.
You want the full details? Of course you do. I had to clean my teeth off as well. That's how much everything dried and got bloody every morning. And then I go to I went through like a dozen lip balm things, and I was there for 10 weeks. I was going through like one a week at least. And I go to Tahiti, I walk off the plane, and I can literally feel the moisture going into my lips. And I was like, oh, this is so great. It was so hot. The you come out of the tarmac out of the plane. It's like the worst heat. But instantly, I could just feel my lips like going, soaking up all the humidity. And 3 days later, they were 100% healed, and I never used a thing of chapstick for the rest of my 2 years that I was there.
Interesting.
Yeah, I love humidity. And like not a lot of humidity, but just not the dryness. And it's not even that dry here compared to, going to Utah or going to other more dry places. So yeah, sorry, they're all cut up and all bleedy. We don't do makeup before we do our shows. We should add that in. Just a little bit of
makeup hair person.
A makeup hair person. Yeah, Colin, you can do that, right?
I mean, we do have Rob.
Rob is a
makeup
makeup person.
Did that professionally.
He does do that professionally. Yeah. Let's do one more Vault member question before moving on. Eric13, hi Matt. What would you like to see in the Genestealer Cult Codex? Happy New Year to all the MiniWarGaming team. Well, often when I'm asked this question, I don't have a good answer, but in this case, I do have some ideas. First off, I want to see exactly what they've been showing us. All those models look so cool that I'm looking forward to them. What I'm hoping for the Genestealer Cult, right now they're lackluster because their cult ambush is really unreliable. It's really good when it works. When I played that special game on the board, people thought I was the cheesiest player in the world when I played against Kenny.
I saw those comments.
I rolled all sixes. Like that game could have just as easily gone the exact opposite, where I walked on the board at random places and then he just shot me off the table. If you'll notice, anytime he actually drew a beat on me, he would just destroy so much. I got lucky. I got super lucky. And that's the Genestealer Cult. They're just a little too luck-based right now. I've always said that the Genestealer Cult Codex that exists now is more orky than the Orc Codex. Like just with the way the trucks work, with the way Cult Ambush works, with the way of the randomness of everything. So I hope that they fix Cult Ambush to make it much more reliable. Not more powerful, just more consistent, more reliable. Like, you could just, this might be a little boring, but make Cult Ambush just deep strike, so they can just pop up anywhere on the table because of that. That might be a little too boring, and it would also nerf it in some ways because then you can't get close. But that's okay. That's okay that they can't get too close. You have to make a choice. Do we want to Cult Ambush, or do we want to run across the table with our really fast Genestealers, or in our big trucks or stuff, or in our bikes now and all that? So I'd say fix Cult Ambush is the #1 priority. Obviously, they're going to be adding all the stuff like the stratagems, and so we'll see what those are, and they should be good. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, next question here. Shane, by the way, what's your favorite Trogoth model? Oh my goodness, they're all so awesome. But I'd actually probably say my favorite one is actually the Shadespire one. I can't remember what his name is, but I think he's the leader of it, or he's the troll that's part of the one that came out a little while ago. But all the new, I can't wait to have a Trogoth army. I want a Trogoth army so badly. And so it's going to be good to to be able to have those options. I always say that I love options in my armies, that I just don't like only being able to play them one or two ways. And so with combining this way, I can do like an all troll army, an all Moon Clan army, an all Spider Fang Grotz army, or I could mix them in like 9 different varieties when you look at just all the combinations that are there. And they're good, even when they're mixed, they're still good. I don't know how good they are in tournaments. I have no idea. I don't care. They're fun to play, and that's all that really matters to me. Lennon Pierce, 007. Which kill team is easiest to learn? My nephew wants to learn. I haven't played enough of the teams of Kill Team to give you a really good answer, but I would guess Space Marines, and just plain Space Marines, because you're going to have less models and therefore less variety in everything that you can bring. Yeah, I'd say Space Marines. Because even when you get into like the simple Imperial Guard ones, because they're cheaper points-wise, you have a lot more options, and so you have to kind of figure out how they all work together. And they're squishy. And when I say Space Marines, I mean like Primaris Space Marines. Don't bother with the Tacticals or Scout Marines. Go for the Reavers, are really good, or just regular Intercessors are really good as well. And that way you bring them in there, they're all toughness 4, 2 wounds, they're decent in close combat, they're decent at range, so they're just nice without all the different tricks that the other ones need to rely on. Okay, let's do another giveaway. Gotta make sure I actually get through all of these. You know what, I'm gonna do this one together. Special. 2 boxes of Orc Boyz.
One that's upside down.
Well, that's for the people looking upside down that can't figure out how to turn their phone.
I was going to say when they're on their phone.
When they're on their phone and they turn it and the phone doesn't correct. Yeah, you know what? It's Colin, I was being considerate, all right?
Okay, fine.
Jeez, I'm so picky.
I am.
2 Orc Boyz boxes, 1 possibly the models are upside down. It's up to you how you model them, though. You can convert them so the bases go on the bottom.
You have to glue the head to the base.
Yeah, you have to glue the head to the base. So we're going to do these, Orc Boyz. So we're going to do the same rules. You're going to put 1 word, and I'm going to tell you what that word is, so don't try to guess it, because if you happen to guess it and then you do it a second time, then you get disqualified. Wow, we're up to 650 viewers. Goodness.
Wow.
This is the most we've ever had on a live show. Thank you for joining us so much.
Is it actually the most we've ever had?
650?
Wow.
Yeah, because I'd done the one that was the highest previous, and it didn't even quite hit 500.
Dang.
Okay, so I'm looking for a word that are on here. Glue. Glue is the word. G-L-U-E. Glue. Glue, glue, glue. Glue. Glue, as in the thing you glue your model with. As in, I have a big bucket of PVA glue. As in, I got glue on my finger. As in, I glued my fingers together, but then removed the D. Just glue. G-L-U-E, put it once. Uppercase, lowercase, doesn't matter, but don't use it as part of a sentence. Don't put anything before or after. Like the person that just put glue.
I like
with
the
a
person
question
to
mark.
put adhesive.
If you write adhesive, I'm sorry, synonyms, or sorry, yeah, that's a synonym. Don't count. Glue, 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 is the word. Glue is the word. Okay, I'm gonna wait a few seconds for anybody who wants to enter. Just put it in the Twitch chat. Twitch chat, if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, I'm sorry. You are too late. Glue. Tape is not the word. Asonic 12.
And it's definitely not plastic cement either.
Glue. Oh, somebody's getting a little crazy there with a capital G and a capital E. Luckily, it's case insensitive. Okay, 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And the winner is Keloid 667, I want to say. Keloid 667, following since today, and also a subscriber.
Wow.
I don't know if I missed the fact that those are subscribers. I just noticed now that it tells me if they are. So if the other ones were subscribers, I apologize for missing that. Keloid 667. Keloid. Congratulations. Whisper to us your name and address. Oh, by the way, people always ask me, is this only open to US or Canada? I'm like, no, it's whatever. We'll ship anywhere. Once we ship it out, it's no longer in our hands if it gets to you. So if you're in a country where shipping is not great, then I apologize. There's nothing I can do about that, though. Next question. Let's go to their vault members. The Great Dreadlord, Bronze Vault member. Good morning, Matthew. Seeing that yours and Dave's ancient grudge in 40K is Tyrannus vs. Chaos, what will be your undying grudge be now that you both stride the mortal realms? We haven't picked one yet, but Dave is still going to be playing Chaos mainly, so that's pretty easy. The real question is what is going to be my main thing. And I don't know. I love destruction, right
what
now.
is the Tyranid equivalent?
There is no Tyranid
in
equivalent.
AOS?
There is no Tyranid equivalent. Because what is a Tyranid? Tyranids, are they focused on swarms? If that's the case, then it would be death. But death isn't, Tyranids aren't about raising things. They
Right.
are. There is no real equivalent.
My mind would go to Skaven just because they can swarm, they can get big spooky things.
But they all
They
get super,
have their own slight agenda as opposed to the typical grand chaos or grand.
But Tyranids don't really have much of an agenda that we know of. Like Skaven are, I love Skaven, don't get me wrong.
They're the best.
Tyranids are just a big giant shark. That's all they are. And there's no force, except unless you look at Destruction, which ironically is what I play. Destruction is probably the closest thing you can get to Tyranids because they have kind of the same goal, which is just destroy. In a very general sense. No offense to Tyranids watching this. I know that you're not just to destroy, you're to consume and reproduce. I didn't mean to offend you. I'm sorry.
All those Tyranids.
All those millennial Tyranids.
Right. Gotta keep them happy.
Yeah, I got to keep them happy too. Sorry to offend. So I would probably say Destruction versus Chaos, which kind of works because they're both Grand Alliances too.
I do agree with Griff.
What did Griff say?
2K9 that Skaven should really be in Destruction, not Chaos. Because I fully think that they should be.
That's tough.
Because though they are evil, and I get that.
No. Chaos isn't just. It's not a matter of which one's evil and which one's good. Because order is not all good. Destruction's kind of neutral.
Right.
Death is not all evil either. It's just jerk Nagash who's evil. A lot of death is actually good, but the death faction is mostly considered to be evil because Nagash screwed everything up. I hate Nagash. I really do. They've done a good job writing him because I actually really feel like he's a horrible, horrible villain, a horrible person.
That's good.
Who turned an entire realm that was actually a nice place to go when you died to a horrible, horrible hellhole. And he is awful, and I hate him. And it makes me angry. I actually get angry thinking about Nagash. I'm like, how dare you? How dare you ruin everybody's afterlife because you want to eat more souls? They don't belong to you. You're just some freaking necromancer who happened to get powerful during the end times. You don't own death. You don't own it. People would die even if you didn't exist.
True.
The realm of death existed even if you didn't exist. It wouldn't go away if you died. Stupid Nagash. But Skaven, the thing is, I can see why they put Skaven with Chaos.
I guess there's the argument that the Great Horned Rat is now a Chaos God.
Yeah. And they like their warp stone, and which twists and mutates them. So I think the whole Grand Alliance thing is a little overused. I understand why they started with it. I think they should do away with it, to be honest. Just be like, they don't need Grand Alliances, period. The problem is they'll always need it for some of the older armies.
Yes, that's true. The ones
but
that
they could quickly make some quick allegiance abilities, like General's Handbook allegiance abilities for those older armies. It wouldn't be very hard. Just fill in all those details, like give the Ogres something, or make new books where they're combining them with Beastclaw Raiders. Just quickly give them all allegiance abilities. Scrap the Grand Alliance thing, because people always complain, this isn't Order. Why are Iden the Deepkin Order? They're not good guys. And it's like, Order's not good guys. They're just the ones that are against Chaos. But Destruction's also against Chaos, and Death is also against Chaos. So I think the Grand Alliance thing is overdone. It needs to just disappear. But it is what it is. Okay, let's answer some more questions here. What are we at, 140? Well, I'm going to have to get through these questions a little faster. Let's do another Vault member question, then I'll go to their live chat. Nerm, Silver Vault member. Hi, Matthew. Have you considered a Yogg-Viir and Tor-style narrative campaign in a 40k setting? Yes, absolutely. Perhaps a bumbling Inquisitor and his skilled Acolyte, brain-damaged Space Marine and his trusty Serf, Orc Boss and his Gretchen Advisor. The ideas are endless, and you've just named a few of them. I love the idea of Yogg-Viir and Tor. It was inspired by the whole Felix and Gotrek kind of idea.
Gotrek and Felix.
Gotrek and Felix.
I don't know. I'm not exactly how I should pronounce it.
It's in the
but
book.
It's definitely
You don't know how. Yeah, whatever it is. Gotrek doesn't always have to be first. So it was definitely inspired by that, and there's the barbarian and his elven companion, and so. Will I do it for 40k? I'm sure I will eventually. P.S. Didn't mean to sound grumpy about the calling with no mic situation. Apologies if that is how I came across.
Oh, no. I totally should have had a mic, and I was always trying to get a mic to work, and I've now just accepted that I bring the soundboard over from the D&D studio every day, and that's how it gets done, and it's all good, guys.
Next question from the live stream, Miguel Torikova. I don't know if I said that right. How many giveaways have you done? 1, 2, 3 so far. I still have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Tatiana is in the thing as well, inside the shelf of the The desk.
Oh, yeah. So that
She's
one as
off
well.
to the side over
Okay,
there.
I'll have to remember that one. So I have a bunch more to do. I really should. I'll probably go at one point, just do a bunch of them one after another. War Bubbler. Are there plans for MiniWarGaming to review the new BattleTech 2 player set coming out in February? It's funny you should ask that. I may have that on pre-order for myself personally. I recently started playing and finished playing the BattleTech video game. It was awesome. So good. It's uninstalled now because I may have just put way too much time in it. So I beat it and then uninstalled it. It also gets a little repetitive after a while, but it's great. And so I want to play BattleTech now. And I remember, this is how the internal conversation went with myself. I really want to play BattleTech, the miniatures game. So I went online and I bought everything. And then I was like, oh, but we don't really have any time to cover that at MiniWarGaming. And I don't know if we'll get enough viewers to watch it. And then I was like, wait a second. I could just do it for fun. And I'm like, why has that never occurred to me before? You have no idea what goes on in this head because everything is business, right? You're constantly doing this for business. I don't do miniature wargaming outside of MiniWarGaming. I don't do it at home. Partly because I don't have, no, not partly. Mainly because I don't have time. I do role-playing outside of work, and I do board games and card games, that kind of stuff. But miniature wargaming, I don't have time for that. I'm too busy doing it at work. And so it's just funny that it's just like, I could just do this for fun. So I don't know if you'll see it on MiniWarGaming. I know there's going to be people who will be like, I'll watch it, but it changes it if I all of a sudden have to get them all painted and I have to get better terrain. Like right now I can just throw out the mats and play it. And you might say, well, I'll still watch it, but we got a certain standard we got to uphold. So will I review it? I don't have any plans to, but it's fun anyways. I plan on playing it. Wait, I already answered that one. Why aren't you deleting the questions? There we go. I answered that one. Linos Niman, favorite chaos model? I love all a lot of the newer stuff, the Thousand Sun stuff and the Nurgle stuff they came out with over the past couple of years has been really fantastic. A lot of the characters. I would say, I can't say model, but I'll say model line, which would be the Zangors. The whole Zangor
Those
line.
guys are really cool.
Yeah, they're really neat. I like the aesthetics of them. So Zangors in general. Casagil, Lizardman? That was the whole question.
No?
You mean Seraphim? If you're asking when we're going to do it, it's not deleting the questions. You just put them all back up
Are you
again.
not hitting hit next?
I hit pick next, pick next, pick next, pick next.
And it's not.
And they disappear, and then they all pop back up.
What?
I'm just going to have to read down the list myself. I'll
That's
do it manually.
strange. I've never had that happen before.
Yeah, it's just doing it. It just keeps repopulating with the same questions. So it's dumb.
Can you? Is there like a feature to delete them? Or?
Nope. Hold on, if I click on one, nope, it doesn't let me delete it.
You're on the queue function, right? Like on the
Yep.
left. Okay, that's strange.
Yeah, I'm just going to have to manually go down the list. Okay, so let's scroll down and grab one. RPG Ojira, what was that about a move? Please let us newbies know more. Yeah, we've got a new building that has been in renovations for the past few months. We don't technically buy it. Hunter bought it, and he's leasing it to us. A very, very awesome person is helping us. He's partnered with us so we could open up a new location. And it should be, we'll probably be moving in around April, grand opening in June. But what it is basically we call it the MiniWarGaming bunker. It'll have a storefront out front that we won't run. We're going to lease that out to another company because we don't want to run the store right now, at least. It's going to have more the offices. We'll have more office space. There's a big 2,000 square foot gaming area. Down in the basement, there's 6 studios instead of the 4 that we have now. A proper employee lounge, proper big warehouses, or not warehouses, workshops for like Lee and storage rooms and all that. But probably maybe the thing that interests you the most is that up in the top there are hotel rooms. We basically renovated a couple apartments into multiple hotel rooms, each of them private with like bunk beds and bathroom. If all goes well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we could probably hold between 14 to 16 people up there in semi-private rooms. So they'll have bunk beds in them, and each with their own bathroom, like I said. And so you can come down. We're going to be running events, and you can stay at the MiniWarGaming bunker if you want to. You don't have to, of course. And you could shop at this store out front if you want to. And we've got all our new studios too, which is very exciting. The wall behind me, you see, actually is paneling for the new studios. Dave and the Bunker crew have created all the paneling so that when it's all done and renovated, they just attach those to the wall.
Yeah, like literally, it's right now just leaned up against the wall, and it's yeah. If I was to pan over like literally 4 inches, you would just see wall.
You see end, yeah. So they work really well as a backdrop right now for our live shows. Free 417. Has there ever been a game that you guys wanted to play but couldn't for this reason or that? Yeah, definitely. I mentioned, I guess I was talking about it earlier, that we have to make sure that we play what is popular. Warhammer 40k, Age of Sigmar obviously being the top ones. We just need to do that for the views, right? We can't run a business without the views. It's so funny when I announced this giveaway, 99% positive feedback. There's always 1 or 2 people who are like, oh, you're just in it for the money. It's like, well, I'm not just in it for the money, but I'm definitely in it for the money because this is my livelihood. And so I can't just do this for the artistic reasons and because it's fun. I got to do this, and we got to do it in such a way that we make money from it. Because I got 4 kids to feed, and they're freaking expensive. Holy cow. Holy cow, they're expensive. Just want to emphasize that for any future parents out there. Have kids. I think they're worth it, but they're expensive. Holy cow. Jeez Louise, they are expensive. So yeah, so obviously we have to make sure that we can support the expenses that we have. We have like 10 full-time employees. We've got a rent to pay. We've got all our equipment. We spent an inordinate amount of money on models and terrain last year. So we need subscribers. We need Vault members in order to be able to support this. So not just in it for the money. We definitely are excited to play the game. So the question that you asked was, has there ever been a game that we wanted to play but couldn't for this reason or that? It's mainly like we wish we could play more of a certain game, but because it doesn't have that much popularity, we can't play it that much. And so, some people will play it on their own time, but it's hard. It's hard when you're so invested in playing the popular games to find time for the other ones. So I'd say there's quite a few. I wish I could play more Blackstone Fortress, for example. You might think, well, just go ahead and play it. It's like, well, my schedule is pretty booked solid with all the stuff I got to film and the business I got to manage. That it's hard to find time for that. I wish I could play more Necromunda and Kill Team and Blood Bowl, and non-Games Workshop games like BattleTech and Wild West Exodus and all these different ones that look really cool. I wish I had more time to play them. I just don't. As a kind of just doing it as a hobby, in some sense you have more freedom and less freedom than us. We have a lot of freedom because we have more money we can put into it typically because it's at a business economy scale, but we have less freedom because we're kind of tied to what is popular. You have more freedom because you can play whatever the heck you want, but you also have less freedom because you can only play what everybody else around you plays too. Regardless of how much money you have, if nobody else plays the same game, then you're not going to really be able to play that game. So, I think everybody has games that they wish they could play but can't for this reason or that. Olaf Slayer in 29, is there going to be a Blood Bowl Season 3? Eventually. No current plans. Let's grab another Vault member question. C. Mark Ra, Bronze Vault member. Hey Matthew, if you were to write a guide on how to develop narrative campaigns for Age of Sigmar, what chapters would it have? That's hard to just label the chapters. The biggest, if you're looking for like the biggest things that I would talk about, it's tough because I write narrative campaigns for MiniWarGaming, and I don't even write the stories anymore. We actually have a writer who does that now, Miles Drake. But like when you say write, that includes rules. I'd say, see, for us, I can guarantee that we're going to do it because you might decide to do a campaign at your local store and then people kind of back out on you after halfway through, or they lose interest, or they move, or they get a job, or they have all these sorts of reasons. Whereas here, it's like, no, I can guarantee that we're going to finish this campaign, so I don't have to worry about that. But I'd say, barring those kind of frustrations, the big thing is to make sure that you learn how to improvise and be adaptable. It's very much like dungeon mastering and role-playing, that you have to be able to change things on the fly and be okay with that. You also have to have a good knowledge of the lore. And if you don't have a good knowledge, then read books and study it. As for the rules writing, I've gone through lots of phases of rules writing, but it depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for like a Yagvir and Tor kind of thing, that's a very different rule set than Deathwatch, which is also a very different rule set than like a larger scale campaign where the players are playing full armies rather than just a handful of models. So There's a lot to learn when it comes to writing narrative campaigns. Make sure it's an interesting story, but focus on what happens in the games. Make sure that they really do affect the story. Otherwise, it can feel a little dry. CLDC89, good day, Matthew. I hope you are doing well. I am. Now that you have Miles Drake assisting in writing narrative campaigns and even Luca GMing one, can we expect even more narrative campaigns coming out faster or multiple ones running at the same time? Well, I was having a hard time keeping up with our regular schedule, which is there's basically 2 running at all times, a 40K one and an Age of Sigmar one, and I just wasn't able to keep up with that. So with Miles Drake's help and with Dave also GMing and Luca GMing, I can pretty much guarantee that we'll continue having 2 going at the same time. That doesn't mean there won't ever be lapses, because we can get busy with other projects, but it definitely does allow us to continue doing them. Will we do more than 2 a week? That's tough to say. Maybe, but I don't have any plans to expand on that because we need to make sure we keep up with our other content as well. Last question is, might we see some more appearances from the Death Watch in any future campaigns? Thanks and have a great day. You'll definitely see more Death Watch. I'm not sure if you'll see a Death Watch campaign or you'll see the characters from Death Watch reappearing. We don't really plan that far ahead of it. It's not like the Marvel MCU where they've scheduled out the next few years. Of
They have a massive mind map of everything.
Yeah, well, they have
planned.
to because they're making ridiculously high budget films, whereas we're
And
just
everything's intertwined so strongly, not loosely.
Yeah, and they don't
intertwined.
improv along the way. Besides a few lines here and there that the actors might crap out in the middle of it, but we're making things up as we go along. Like Miles doesn't write the story for Yagvir and Tor until those episodes are done. Like he doesn't write episodes 7 and 8 stories until episodes 5 and 6 are done. So that way he can really react to whatever happens and make it feel like what happened in the battle report is the story. Okay, let's grab so many questions. I'm sorry I'm not going to be able to get to everybody's questions. Let's do a couple more questions, then I'll do a few more giveaways because we're almost approaching our halfway mark.
Oh, wow, it's already been almost an hour. Jeez.
I know, right? It is cold in here. If you could shut that window, that'd be great.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't want to do it if you didn't want me to, but boy.
No. We have heating problems in this building where it can get too hot, so we have to open the windows, but then it gets too cold. Nillis, when you are a player in Dungeons & Dragons, what class do you like to play? I am typically not a player. I usually always DM. Right now, though, I am experiencing my first real long-term campaign as a player, and I am playing a Halfling Bard, and I really enjoy it. I can't say, though, that I would say Bard is my class, although it definitely was my starting class, because I would bring my ukulele to the table, and that was my lute, and I would make up songs and rhymes and poems, and it's lots of fun.
I'm a big fan of the fighter.
Yeah.
I know it's rather generic, but like
somebody's got to be the fighter.
I love just being a big tank.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
I would say if my current character were to die, I have a few ideas. I'd love to play. What's the name of that guy? I never saw the movie Deadpool 2, but there's the one guy who joins Deadpool's team who has no superpowers. Peter? Is it Peter?
I think it's Peter. I think you're right.
Peter. And I just want to play him. I really want to play him.
Just the most average dude.
But obviously, I have to choose a class, and so I'd almost like ask the GM if I could just have 12 in all my stats, so 11 in all my stats, but then being a human, make them all 12. So I'm just +1 everything. And
can I be a class townsman?
No, I want to be class sorcerer.
Okay.
I want him to, accidentally discover that he's got these a wild magic sorcerer.
But has no control over them?
Yeah, he's just this cheerful guy. He's like, sure, let's go. Bam! Oh, firebolt. What the heck is that? Yeah, so just, wild magic sorcerer as Peter. That would be fun. I like that. See, to me, that's kind of the characters I would play, would be weird, quirky characters like that. I don't think I'd ever play a human fighter unless there was something really quirky about the human fighter. But the other idea for that character, Peter, is instead of choosing a class, is that every level he would just choose a different class. But the problem with that is you need 13 in a lot of your stats to do that. So,
right.
So, I don't know, maybe I'd have to choose like 3 or 4 stats to be 13s, and the rest of them can just be like 10s or 9s or 8s or something.
I've also really enjoyed like the idea of just being the super old man wizard who just has the worst con.
Right. Constitution -2.
Just gives
start off with 4
one
hit
hit,
points.
and he's just so old, and he's just like, why are you so, you're 60, how are you still level 1 at 60? And then he just starts gaming levels then.
He just figured out he wanted to be a wizard.
Yeah.
He's like a longtime farmer who finally decides that he wants to be a wizard.
Maybe he just worked as the guy who swept the magic shop.
And then one day picked up a spell book and decided, hey, I got a knack for this. Yeah, something like that. See, that to me, like that's kind of fun stuff. Just weird, quirky characters. So I don't know if I'd have a class that would really stand out. I think I would just pick the class that would most accurately go along with whatever weird character I'd come up with. One more question, then I'm going to do some more giveaways at the 2 o'clock mark. Let's grab one of the Vault member questions here. Serpanza, Silver Vault member. Hey, Matthew, you may have already talked about this, but I was wondering if you could talk a bit about your world building process for Dungeons & Dragons. Have you made more in the world besides Herrenberg? How did you create the city? Blah, 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 blah. All these questions. It's a very loose world building way. I start with the map, and that went through a few iterations as I found different software to make the map. So I made the map of the continent. And that then I would look at the continent and be like, what are these areas? Why is this area swampy? Why is this area volcanic? Why is this? What is this? What is this? And I come up with that. The other thing I did is I had each of the players in our current Heroes of Herrenberg campaign give me a detailed backstory, including where they're from and what that place is like. And then I would insert that. Herrenberg was actually not my creation. It was Jeremy's creation. Now, not the details of Herrenberg, but the fact that he came from a bustling city called Herrenberg, and that is where he was a beggar and also eventually became an acolyte of Kalina. He also came up with the goddess Kalina in her basic tenets. I've taken it and developed it, but that was his basic idea. And that way, you know, it actually is something that the players can get invested in because they kind of own or have ownership. I don't know if ownership is the right word, but you know, they can see that, you know, this is something I came up with. So then the next thing I did is I drew the map of Herrenberg, and I did that on paper with pencil and paper because there's no really good city building software out there like there is the continent ones. I know there are ones, but there's no good ones that I liked, at least that I could find. So I drew it out by hand. I just kind of drew it. I'm like, here's where the river would be. Here's another river. And I just kept adding things. I'm like, I guess this would be marshy. I guess this would be this. I'm like, what is this area? Why is this area drawn this way? And then I had an artist take it and make it what it is now. And I still haven't developed all the parts of the city and all of its ins and outs and its total history. I come up with enough for what you need for that adventure, because I don't want to come up with an entire novel of stuff unless I'm going to use it. And so how much more is developed in Alarath? That's the name of the continent, right? I can't remember. Elarath?
I don't know.
Yeah, Elarath. Whatever it is called. The rest of the continent or subcontinent, not hardly anything. Hardly any of that's developed. But I believe that a world should develop as the stories are told in it. It can create inconsistencies as things are developed, but who cares? It's a lot easier than trying to come up with everything at once and then, you know, going down. Because what if we did one season of Heroes of Herrenberg and we didn't bother doing any more? All that work would be for nothing. So that's kind of how I approach it. I build the world as I need to.
Yeah, it's like exactly the way we made the map, right? We didn't try to go for the whole continent. You just make a portion.
Yeah.
And then if you need to make more, you can always make more. And then and then it also prevents you from sitting down for 4 or 5 days for things that'll never ever be relevant.
Exactly. And you know, there's accidental things. Like there's something that happened in the session on Tuesday that I can't tell you about because, first off, if you haven't watched it, I don't want to give spoilers, but also because I don't want you to know how important it is. But something happened in that I didn't intend, and it's now in my mind brewing the ideas for an entire campaign. And a huge development for Herrenberg and outlying areas as well.
Wow.
And it just came naturally. The idea stemmed from something that I thought of 10 minutes before we started the session. Because I was trying to figure out how to fill a certain part of the dungeon. I was like, I got this cool area. Even when I developed the actual episodes that you watch, when you see, like when I drop down the terrain, usually I make the terrain first. And then I'm like, what the heck is this? I'm like, oh, what is this? And that way, no matter what ideas I come up with, they always match what we have for models and terrain, rather than trying to come up with an idea and then trying to fit models and terrain into it. And so, because I want it to be accurate to that as much as I can. So yeah, I build it as we need it. So that can make it hard sometimes for improving because it means I have to come up with everything on the spot. But to me, it's more satisfying, and it's not nearly as time intensive as well. I don't have the desire or the time to sit down for a long, long period of time and develop an entire world. I'd rather develop it with the players as we play. It also allows me to use their actions to develop the world, which I think is fun. Okay, I said, so let's do some giveaways. Let's do several giveaways right now. It's 2 o'clock. We've got, according to the live dashboard, 672 people. Our stream seems to be holding up fine, even though we have internet problems here. So let's do some giveaways. But yeah, there's a lot of people on right now. So thank you so much for joining us. Oh, Rainbow put more bits in.
Oh yeah.
Up to 1,800 now. And then Gideon started to do like 2 more. So we got 1602. Khalifa 198. We went up to 1601.
Yeah, we had Din.
Oh, Gideon Star just did a few more.
Din
400 more.
Dolmer.
Up to 2,002. That's
Din
20
Dolmer
bucks.
had 500 as well.
I just want everybody to know, if you're not familiar with Twitch, a bit is a penny. So when you do 2,000 bits, it's $20. That's awesome. Thank you so much for that. Rainbow just went up to 1,800.
Oh, geez,
Oh, wait,
guys,
no.
again?
We're doing it again. Rainbow just went to 2,200. Gideon Stars at 2,000. So you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Vying for those top 3 spots in the chat. Okay, let's do some Night Goblins, a.k.a. Moonclan. Oh, Gideon Star just took the lead, 2,400. You guys are awesome. It's so much fun to watch.
Isn't it? Like, you could just make a whole thing of just watching people.
I'm sure it wouldn't be interesting to the viewers, though.
As Lucas said, shower me in bits.
Yeah. I don't want to be one of those people who's like, just give me money. It's like, you guys are, Rainbow just went up to another 800 bits, so you guys are great. No, it's boring, says VJ Morph. I'm sorry. Okay, so we got some Night Goblins here. This is Night Goblin Fanatics and Night Goblin Shamans. So there's 2 Shamans in here. The reason we're giving these away is because now they come in new boxes of the proper numbers. And they also have new models for these too. So these are the old Night Goblin Fanatics and 2 metal Night Goblin Shamans. Spelt shaman, like S-H-A-M-E-N. Is that like a different way to spell shaman? I've never seen shaman spelled that way before.
With an E, right?
Yeah, instead of shaman.
Shaman.
So we're going to put these 2 together. And let's find a word. Hold on, I got to pull up the Nightbot giveaway things. So let's cancel this one. Yeah, and if you don't want them, then don't put the word in. Now, you know what? Goblin. Goblin is the word. Goblin. The word is goblin. G-O-B-L-I-N. Goblin. 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 Not goblets. Somebody put goblets. Somebody put goblin with 2 B's. That is incorrect. Oh, Gideon Star just took the lead for the bits. 3,500.
With another 1,100. Wow.
You guys are. Oh, you guys are. This is fun for me. Definitely. Goblin, not Gobos. Fury John, not Goblos.
Not Gretchen either.
Not Gitlins. Not
Squigs.
Grot. Not Globin. Not Gargant. Thank you for the 4 bits, Hackslayer. Not Griblets. Not Squigoths. Not Green Men with Attitude Issues. Not Diganobs. Not Fungus. Not Giblets. And not Gooblin. Gunglots. McGooblin. All right. This is nonsense. You are all nonsense. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, we're going to choose a winner. Roll it. Boop. Iron Guns, who actually is a subscriber, has been following us since November 15th. That's like when we first, close to when we first started. Iron Guns, congratulations. You are the proud new owner of some old Night Goblins. New in box.
New in box, old stock.
Yeah. You sell them on eBay. Tell me how much you make. I'm curious. I won't be mad, I swear.
Also, for everybody who's just in terms of the Twitch and the bits thing, we have added the Twitch extension at the bottom. So if you scroll down, you can see who have been the top bits donator weekly, monthly, all time.
Also, not just the top 3. Mm-hmm. Awesome. I'm going to put this down here for Iron Guns. Let's do another one. Let's do a twofer. We got a Necron Overlord and another Necron Cryptek. Right?
Ooh.
I didn't accidentally give away the same one twice. Nope, there it is. A Necron Overlord and a Necron Cryptek together. And these are the newer ones.
The one's Finecast, but at least the one's
This is
classic.
Finecast, and there is a newer Necron Cryptek out now.
Okay.
The one that like rides its cage and everything.
Oh, yeah. It's got
But this
the
is the Necron Overlord, I believe, is the latest one.
Yes, Neck Ronalds.
Not Necronalds. All right, and the word is... I want to make sure people can spell it. Finecast. All one word. Finecast. F-I-N-E-C-A-S-T. Finecast. Uppercase, lowercase, doesn't matter?
Ah, jeez.
Failcast will not be
I was
acceptable.
gonna say this is my least favorite.
Word? You hate this
Yeah.
word? Finecast?
Honestly, I didn't.
Hey, they
think-
tried, okay? They were like, you know what? Metal is on its way out. They
Yep.
couldn't control the price of all the metal that was coming in, so like we need a different thing. But we can't take something this small and make plastic injection molding for it.
Oh, for sure, and I
Because it's
get
too
it.
expensive. And so they tried.
And when you do like one model, it's not that bad. But I did these 6 Lord of the Rings characters last week, and like when you have to do them like 6 or a bunch at one time, it's just like I hate the cleaning. The
Yeah.
cleaning is ridiculous.
Yeah, they just yeah. Finecast. 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 Somebody just wrote bad actors. I know metal casting is still viable, but when you're at a company the size of Games Workshop, the problem with metal casting that they were having was the fluctuating cost of pewter, I believe it was. And so when you're
okay.
producing as many as they do, that fluctuation can really hurt them because
And
it
then,
makes
yeah.
things unstable.
Yeah, and it makes when you have to price things that much more of a headache.
Yeah,
right?
it's just harder. All right, finecast is the word. I'm going to give it a few more seconds. Few, less than few, almost out. 0 seconds left. Roll it. Boom. Andrew Octobeard, following since November 25th. Andrew Octobeard, congratulations. You are now the proud owner of a Necron Cryptek and a Necron Overlord.
So if he's an Octobeard, does that mean he has 8 beards?
Andrew Octobeard? Yeah, you got 8 beards. Explain that one. How does that work? Do you like trim them between each of them so you can say this is a different beard than that one?
wow.
Or
Do you have them braided?
do you
Like,
braid them in 8 different things? I'm actually kind of curious.
maybe he just has 8 faces.
Let's do one more, and then we'll do a few more later on. Chaos Predator, new in box. It's actually probably worth like $60 or $70 at least, maybe even more. I don't remember. It depends if you're in Canada or United States. So, Chaos Predator. So same. It could add up, I believe. So he says. Andrew Octobeard says. You're welcome, Andrew Octobeard. Okay. Chaos Predator. The word is chaos. I know who knew, right? It's on the box. Chaos. C-H-A-O-S. Not with a K. All, doesn't matter, uppercase, lowercase, but no other words or symbols or anything else. Do not do it more than once or you're disqualified. Not Chios. Not, well, I'm trying to see what else people come. We're still at the point where people are typing it in for real. Claudus, whoop whoop. Corn, nope. Chaos, disorder, cheese. Chaos, spelled Swedish way, nope. For corn, Cheetos, Imperium, Nurgle, Dave, Kikos, Heresy, Zinch, Cheops, Cleedes. So dumb. I love it. Chaos is the word. Give you a few more seconds for a Chaos Predator. Yeah, at least get it for the bits, holy cow. Or sell it on eBay. Do what you will. I will not judge. Few more seconds.
I mean, that's also one of those models that even if you just want to make it as a Rhino for
Yeah,
any
yeah,
other
you can-
Space Marine armies,
You can make
like,
it as Rhino, you can make it a Predator, or Chaos Rhino, or
if you want to do
Chaos
some
Predator.
some heavy conversion, you can make it a Whirlwind, I guess.
Yeah, you could do a Looted Wagon, whatever. Okay, time's up. And the winner is Matty Viking. Not currently following us, but I will not hold that against you, Matty Viking. Matty _ Viking. You are the proud owner of a Chaos Predator.
Predator.
Predator. There's a D in there.
Predator.
Predator. Look, it's Predator. So Matty _ Viking. Make sure you whisper to us. Any of the winners, just whisper to us your address, your full name and address. Whisper it to us. Don't stick it in the chat.
Yes, do not.
Yeah.
Or if you want to send Aaron an email.
Or send Aaron an email. But
us-
the thing is, with the whisper, then we know it's you.
yeah, I was gonna say if you whisper us your email, we can always send
Yeah,
you
we
an
can
email.
email and get that details. Predator. Awesome. And if you're not currently following us, please consider following us. Just click that little heart thing at the top, and then you can even slide that thing over so you're notified whenever we go live. That way you don't miss any of our shows or giveaways or stuff. Okay, let's answer some more questions. I got 3 more giveaways, and then the actual start collecting giveaways. And remember, to enter the start collecting giveaways, you have to be. We're going to do one for the people on the chat, but we're also going to do one for Twitch subscribers and for Vault members, or a couple for Twitch subscribers.
You have 4 left because Tatiana.
Oh, right, and we got Tatiana as well. Don't let me forget that one before the whole thing ends.
I can see it from here, so it's
Okay,
good.
yeah. Okay, another question from our Vault members. Axis 762, hey Matt, with the addition of a writer, has the brainstorming process for narrative campaigns changed? Just wondering because a chaos version of Deathwatch might be enjoyable. Yes and no. Well, what we do at the beginning of a campaign is we have a nice long Skype call with Miles, and we sit down and we talk about what we want to do. It's heavily influenced by what the director wants to do. Like, for example, I wanted to do Yogg-Vir and Tor, and I had the basic idea for it. And so we sat down and talked about the basic idea, but then Miles is the one that came up with the overall story for it. But the concept usually comes from the content producer, and then Miles takes that concept and runs with it and does a great job. So that's basically all that's changed, though. And then whenever we finish filming a couple episodes, we email Miles and tell him what happened so that he can write the next ones. Nagrum29 Silver Vault member, what's your preference, 40k or Age of Sigmar? It's hard. Age of Sigmar probably right now, but it ebbs and flows based on what's coming out. Like if the new armies for 40k come out, that draws my interest back there. I like new things. I like to change it up. I don't like to stick with the same thing over and over again. So Gloomspite gets, just the fact that I've gotten into Age of Sigmar, that was new for a while. There's a lot of new things to explore there. So I really like that. As a rule set too, I think I prefer Age of Sigmar over 40k. There are certain elements of 40k I like better. In some ways, I like that damage matters in 40k, whereas in Age of Sigmar it carries over, so it's just basically more attacks. Like if you have one attack with 2d6 damage, it's statistically equivalent to 2 attacks with 1 damage each, assuming they're the same to hit and to wound and rend. Whereas in like 40k, if you've got something that does d6 damage and you hit a 1 wound model, it's kind of wasted. Whereas, yeah, and so it makes a difference, and so it allows you to have that variety and that like this weapon's good against that, where in Age of Sigmar, it's like pretty much everything is the same against everything else. To a certain extent, of course. But at the same time, I love I don't know, there's something about the Age of Sigmar rule set. The double turn mechanic, I'm neutral on. I could take it or leave it. I find I enjoy it, but it also brings me a lot of anxiety when I'm playing. Because you're just like, oh, it all comes down to this roll. But it's not like every game is determined by it. Sometimes you need it to make the game interesting too. So it's catch-22. But yeah, Age of Sigmar probably is in the lead right now, but it definitely goes back and forth. Favorite new Gloomspite model? Oh, there's so many good ones. I love the new. Oh, I can't remember his name. The leader of them all, who has the 2 little squigs holding the train of his cloak. That's so cool. But the new Trogoths look awesome. The new terrain looks awesome. The new endless spells look awesome. It all looks pretty freaking fantastic. So it's really hard to pick one thing. Okay, so we'll go some questions from chat. We've got so many of them. Remember, if you want to ask a question, you put !ask and then you ask the question. I'm going to start picking random because there are so many here. I don't want people who are just asking questions now to I'll never get to their question, so I'll just hit random. Prezemo996, which chaos god do you follow? I probably mean which chaos god do I follow? I follow none of them. If you had asked me the question, which one's my favorite, I'd say Tzeentch. Not only because of the aesthetics, but because I like the whole plotting, cunning, conniving thing. Just fits my playstyle. Oh boy, we've got one of these questions. Claude1991, you are gravely wounded and have a choice between homunculus or painboy treatment. Which one do you choose? Painboy. That's easy. I don't want to go anywhere near the Dark Eldar, period.
Yeah, that sounds like just no.
Yeah. They will both be awful, don't get me wrong, but it's a clear winner. The Painboy wins. And besides, I might get a cool new whatever was knocked off. If my leg was knocked off, I'll get a cool new cyborg leg or something. And I'll probably die from either of them, so it probably doesn't matter in the end. It's my weak human constitution, but I don't think would be able to stand up to a Painboy. Hate that if I do it too fast, it just adds it on to the end of the previous question. Here we go. Nope, I already answered that one. Yes, there's a chance another Blood Bowl League nightmare, Dave. It's the problem with picking random.
Did it end you on the same question you already answered?
No, it was a different person.
Okay.
Lopez Cast 95. Hey Matt, are you considered doing beat map bat reps for Age of Sigmar? Also enjoyed your new grots. Oh, that was a beat map bat rep. The one that just came out today was a beat map bat rep. All a beat map bat rep is me playing. There's nothing really special about it. And so I've been doing more narrative style. Like if you watch my Gloomspite Gits battle report that came out today, you'll see that I put some narration at the beginning, which apparently people have enjoyed. And it features me doing a voice for the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, who's leading the Chaos side, and a voice for the Loon Boss, or in this case it was, what's the name of the one that goes on top of the squig? Scuttleboss. I think it's Scuttleboss. Or maybe that's the one that goes in the spider, though. No, that's the one that goes in the spider. It was a Loon Boss on the. I don't know. It's weird names. It's fun names though. I did a voice for him too. Should I do the voices right now?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Colin said yes. So I apologize. You may want to check your microphones, or sorry, your headsets. So the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth is pretty simple. I don't remember exactly how I do it, but if I were to do it again, it'd be something like,
Hey, I'm a Dragon Ogre Shaggoth.
right? No problem. It just sounds like a bestial voice.
We're gonna go and take all the mushrooms from those stupid goblins, the stupid grots.
And then the grot voice is my typical goblin / kobold voice, which is, I don't think they're going to touch it at all. Stay away from their mushrooms. And I can't do that for very long because it hurts my throat.
Gotta get some of that stuff that Andy Serkis used, the Golem.
Yeah, it's like the honey ginger mix. Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, that hurts. I could do it a little less crazy like that.
But then what's the fun in that?
Just so my voice can last a little longer. Like if I were to do a D&D character as that goblin, or if I were to like have an extended scene, then I might be more like, I'm a goblin. I'm not gonna. No, that's still crazy. I'm not quite sure how I would do it in such a way that I wouldn't lose my voice after 5 minutes.
Just so you know, it's Scraggot the Loon King is
Scraggot the Loon King. That's right. The Loon King. The Loon King is the big.
Got the cape holding squigs.
He's pretty awesome. I got that one now painted. Hulkamahuli. Will there be any paint tutorials like how to was at any point in the future? We're not exactly sure where we're going to go with that. Right now, Chris is neck deep in doing the Painting Academy series. Once that is done, we are going to be opening up actually doing classes with groups and individuals. So a lot of his time will be spent doing the one-on-one and the group classes for painting. So we're really looking forward to that. And so he'll have less time to do as many tutorials, but we'll still need some tutorials, right? I was just finding that as much as people liked the tutorials, it's getting a little repetitive. We've got over 1,100 in our library. I think actually almost 1,300 or 1,400 when you include all the how-to painting tutorials as well, the quick tips. So the library is quite robust, and they're all still good. Unlike battle reports, they don't really age quite as quickly. Teaching somebody how to paint hasn't changed much over the past few years. It's not like there's revolutionary new techniques that come out very often for miniature painting. And so Chris has really covered the gamut. So if you're a Silver Vault member, you have access to all of those. And so if you have any questions, you use our search system, which has gotten a lot better and will be even better in the new site to help you find what you're looking for. And to pair that with the fact that Games Workshop themselves puts out oodles of painting tutorials on their specific models that they come out with, it just feels like, well, we could show you how to paint the latest model, but they've already done that. Now, I know we do it differently, and maybe you like our style more than theirs, but the fact of the matter is we have to think as a business, if they're drawing a lot of the attention for that, we got to do something that's different than what they're doing. So will we ever go back to just regular how-to tutorials? I don't know. I assume that we'll probably do projects where we, kind of like how we did in the olden times, where we would do a project for a Blu-ray, but they would also get posted in the vault. So it would be like everything about conversions, and there would be a bunch of videos about that. But it's hard to say. Ask me again in 4 or 5 months, and I'll have a better answer for you. I already answered that question. Thank you, Pick Random, for not deleting it. His little cousin, did you accept my deal to play Kill Team? I don't recall what your deal was, but we're not currently playing Kill Team. Not that we will play Kill Team in the future. Just don't know. I don't remember what your deal was. Geralt 55280. With the recent popularity of Battlefleet Gothic Armada, do you mates think GW might release the Battlefleet Gothic Specialist game? I think eventually they'll update Battlefleet Gothic.
They seem to be kind of going through a majority of those games and revamping them.
But once a year.
And then that's it. And they've been working on Titanicus right now, so I can't imagine they'd be doing many of those all at the same time.
Yeah, they've been averaging one specialist game a year. Like you had Blood Bowl, you had Necromunda, you had Adeptus Titanicus. So Battlefleet Gothic, I would say the likelihood of what's next, and I don't have any insider information on this, so this isn't like spoilers or anything.
I mean, I would like to see BFG.
Yeah, like okay, what's left? There's Battlefleet Gothic. There's Gorka Morka. I don't think they'll ever do Gorka Morka. It's just too specialist. It's like that's a specialist. Even though it's popular, they came out with the Speed Freaks. Not that was supposed to be a Gorka Morka replacement, but you know.
But yeah, Mordheim is the other one.
Mordheim.
But again, that one.
But they kind of have Shadespire, which I know is not Mordheim. It's not at all Mordheim, but it kind of feels.
Yeah, and I mean,
it's a different game altogether, and it's a different setting.
There is AOS Skirmish as well, which kind of fills that thing as well.
Which apparently they're doing more with now, so that's good. So that should be, hopefully they're improving on it. I doubt they'll do Gorka Morka. I doubt they do Mordheim.
Inquisitor?
I doubt they'll do Inquisitor as in the line that's different scale. I don't think they'd ever do that again.
Right.
The only line that's a different scale will be the Epic line, the Adeptus Titanicus line. Because that just makes sense.
And then I guess Epic is the other one if they really want to fully go out and do Epic.
But that could be an expansion of Adeptus Titanicus. They don't. One thing I do know is that when it comes to specialist games, it's not like they plan years and years out like they do their other releases, because they kind of put stuff out there, see how popular it is, and then they react to that. Which is the whole point of them having a separate specialist game division that can react faster to what people actually like. So if they get surprised by something, they're able to come out with more of it. If something doesn't work as well, they can move on to another project. I would guess that Battlefleet Gothic would be the next in their docket. It just makes sense with the computer games. It's just a good game, period, Battlefleet Gothic. So it's a whole new line of miniatures, though, so it'd be interesting to see how they did it.
I've always liked the idea of doing something that involves 40K, that kill team kind of thing with BFG and Epic, and trying to make a mass campaign that you could actually...
Well, that's what I was talking about, doing our year-long campaign once we have the bunker.
Yeah.
Where it starts with a Battlefleet Gothic campaign to determine who's in control of the skies, and then you do Apocalypse, Titanic. You do like a series of campaigns, and you update a map overall. Not that each game updates a map, but that after each week-long series, it has a huge effect, and you base it off of that. And then you finish it all with one big Apocalypse game to determine the ultimate winner of that. That could be fun. I think I'm going to be doing that. Jajaman, why not so many Tyranid battle reports? You could fill in the word, you could replace the word Tyranid with anything else. I haven't been playing lately. Because my attention is always drawn elsewhere. When I was playing 40K recently, I wanted to play Sisters of Battle, the Adeptus Sororitas, because they had a new beta codex in the General's Handbook, or chapter approved. What was the 40K equivalent? And the new chapter approved, so I wanted to give those coverage. We know that Genestealer Cults is coming out in the next while, so I'll be covering that. Tyranids just haven't had any updates. When it comes to Age of Sigmar, you'll be seeing me play Gloomspite Gits, and then that kind of stuff. So I play what I want to play, but I also play what is as fresh as possible, because that's what viewers are generally more interested in.
Thank you for the 500 bits, Grim.
Awesome. Thank you, Grim. You are spectacular. And thank you for all the cookies you've sent us.
Oh, of course. They're always very delicious.
Already answered that question. Gideon Star, which is the one Age of Sigmar army you would never play? I really dislike a lot of the death armies. I don't mind like Night Haunt, but anything that involves Nagash, not because I hate Nagash as in the character, but because I find him boring in the game, or anything that involves the strategy of bringing big globs of skeletons and somehow having a cheap unit that can beat the snot out of everything and come back. That just annoys the heck out of me. Pick one. You can't be both a tank and a tar pit and an elite killing squad for next to no points. You don't get that. You got to be one or the other. Either you're cheap because you don't hit hard, or you're cheap because you're weak. You're not cheap because you hit hard and you're not weak. I just dislike it. And we see it in tournaments, the meta showing that they win often. I see it in players that play death. They just can't help themselves but use all those graveyards and necromancers and Nagashes and command points to bring back squads. I wasn't even a big fan when they introduced that to the Gloomspite Gits with that terrain piece that you put in. that, you know, if you've lost an entire unit of grots on a 4+, each hero phase you can roll on a 4+, you can bring back half of that squad. You can't even bring back the full thing. You can bring back half of it. But it's like if you've worked really hard to kill 60 grots and then your opponent's able to, on a 50-50 chance, bring back half of them, at least it's a little better. At least it's on a 50-50 chance. It's only once per turn. It's only half of them. All that kind of stuff. But I wasn't a big fan. I'm like, that's what you came up with for the terrain feature? There could have been so many other cool things. Like it could affect the bad moon, or it could affect, I don't know, there could be a lot of things it could do. Just not that. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of just bringing stuff back for the sake of bringing it back. I realize it's kind of a death thing, you know, deathless minions, they're undead. But there's cooler ways to do that mechanic than that. So I can't say I would never play them, because there's narrative campaigns I might play them in. In fact, I do play the death models a lot in narrative campaigns, but I don't use all those extra rules, obviously. But if I'm just looking for general games, yeah, I have no interest in playing death. Well, hopefully one day they'll get an update that makes them interesting. Uka Mipro, did you know Markiplier is a huge Warhammer 40k fan? No, I did not know he was. I know there's a lot of gamer
I had no
YouTubers
idea
though
either.
that are big 40k fans, like Total Biscuit. He's a big 40k fan. Would you ever consider having a battle report with him? Well, I guess if you twisted my arm, of course I would. Like, why wouldn't I? I'll have battle reports with people that don't have huge YouTube followings. So if you're like, well, would you have somebody come in as a guest who also has a huge YouTube following? I'm like, I guess. Yeah, if I have to. So yes, of course I would. I'd love to. It'd be a lot of fun. He seems like a good guy. I don't actually know much about Markiplier. I don't really watch him. I just know of him.
Yeah, same. I've never actually watched one of his videos, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I've seen some of his videos. I just don't honestly remember much about him. Karakaz Somber, planning to do any Infinity battle reports? No. Not that they're not good. I'd love to play Infinity. Infinity was a lot of fun. It's what it introduced a lot of our terrain, because you have to have a lot of terrain to play Infinity. It's a great game. But
Has our stream dropped, or is everyone just...
what do you mean?
We're just getting a lot of Fs in chat, which typically means we failed. I'm not actually sure what the F in chat means, but is it dead? What's going on?
F to pay respect.
Oh.
F is respect for TB. Oh. Oh, is that a thing of his?
I thought F meant we
Total
are...
Biscuit died?
Oh.
I have a funny feeling that's not true.
I don't know. That seems like many people are saying it is true. LOL, it's a meme.
Yeah.
Is it a meme?
Okay, I'm not going to really comment on that. 'Cause
Okay, I honestly
there's
thought
been
that...
too many times when famous people have died and they haven't really. And
No, okay, I actually just thought it was... every time our stream has died, they always put F in chat, so I thought we had broken stream.
people are saying he actually died of cancer. Wow, if that's true.
To Google.
He passed away. Oh, jeez. Do a cursory Google search. Yeah, I guess I could. Not right now.
May 24th.
Oh, wow. He was suffering from cancer for a long time last year, and it got him. Oh, that's really sad. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm sad if that's true, which it seems a lot of people say that. Then that's very sad because Total Biscuit was pretty cool. Anyway. Jeez. Feel very somber now.
Yeah, that just killed the mood.
I'm like, oh, am I allowed to make jokes right now? Would that be? Is that rude? I won't make jokes about that, obviously. Okay, let's answer a couple more questions, and we'll do some more giveaways. Let's grab another Vault member question. Jonas Holensteiner, Silver Vault member. Hello and good day to you, Matthew. Hope you are doing well and enjoying your live stream. I am. I'm having lots of fun. With the Index Astartes on the horizon. Index Astartes is on the horizon. And as a Salamanders fan like you, I have a question. If you had the job to write the Salamanders subcodex, which rules and special war gear would you invent and give them access to? Oh, I don't know. I'm not that good at coming up with... Okay, I'll tell you something that you might not... well, maybe you'll believe it. I'm not sure. I'm not very creative. I know I create a lot of things, but it's more grabbing ideas elsewhere and kind of pulling them all together. Salamanders, I wish that they were better at meltas and flamers, which seem to be their thing, right? Heat. And I always find that it's interesting that like Sisters of Battle can do meltas and flamers better than salamanders. Even though salamanders have the rule to help them with their meltas and flamers, I just wish they would focus more on that. The whole re-rolling one hit roll and one wound roll, I'm like, okay, how is that salamanders? That's not really a salamander thing. They just get to re-roll dice. Why not have the salamander thing be that their flamers and meltas are slightly better? Give them that theme. Also something like, so they can bring more of them. I would like to see more of that kind of stuff. That's kind of what I would focus on as, and resistance to flamers and meltas as well as kind of part of their thing. That's kind of what I would look at. WB Freak, hey there Matt, I'm so confused about the painting videos coming out. I thought the Painting Academy was coming in large chunks. Okay, so the Painting Academy is in modules, but we're just releasing them like a couple of weeks to the vault while we're working on them. And so when it's all done, they're going to be organized together like that. There's going to be the introductory module, and then there's a bunch of other modules based on what you want to learn. It's very, very, very focused at beginners. The idea is that it takes you from not painting to painting as quickly as possible. So it leaves out all the extra stuff. The videos are quick and to the point. We don't advertise, the Painting Academy is 15 hours of footage. It's like, ugh, no, we want it to be fast, but we still want it to contain all the important information that you need. So it's basically what would happen if Chris was across the table from you helping you to paint for the first time. He wouldn't sit there and lecture you on theory for an hour or two. He would be like, pick up that paintbrush, let's apply some of this paint. Okay, let's do this, let's do this. So that's what it focuses on. But you're getting it bit by bit as it's being created, whereas somebody who would normally experience it for the first time would have a much different experience. And so, but we didn't want Vault members to not have anything for the months that it would take them to make it. So that's why we're delivering it like that. Also, will we ever get more? We already talked about the daily painting ones. Will you make this happen? I'll buy you a cookie. Also, when does Shrine of Chaos air in the vault? When do you typically put the Shrine of Chaos in the vault?
That one's typically a little bit tougher just because that's also around when the D&D video gets posted. So that kind of becomes a little bit of the priority. So that one typically comes out Monday, Tuesday-ish.
Of the following week?
Yeah.
Got it.
We've also been having some difficulties with our internet recently.
Yeah, we've been having internet issues this week.
I'll try to get it out as early as possible.
Yeah. Okay, a couple more questions from our chat. I got 2 more Vault member questions that I do want to get to eventually. And some more giveaways. Got 4 more giveaways plus then we'll do all the Start Collecting Box giveaways. J. Bentley 621, will you be doing a Salamanders campaign the same way Luca and Josh are doing for Deathwatch? I have no plans. But the Deathwatch campaigns, yeah, we've been doing those. That's like season 5 of Deathwatch. My plans for what comes next. I'm currently finishing up Yogg-Vir and Tor with Steve and Luca. I want to do like an Urban Conquest campaign using the Urban Conquest rules, but throwing a bit of a story into it soon. As for Age of Sigmar, either Yogg-Vir and Tor Season 2 or something totally different. There's the Yogg-Vir in Tor Season 1 kind of sets up a bigger story by the end, so I might do the campaign for that. We'll just have to wait and see. I don't really know yet, because I'm just kind of... I don't like to think too far ahead, just because with new stuff coming out, like for example, the Gloomspite Gits come out, there might be stuff in there that I'll look at and be like, oh, I really want to focus a campaign around them. And it's hard to really know all that ahead of time, right? To know what's coming out and also what's going to be good and what you really want to incorporate. So, not quite sure what I'm doing next. So a lot of people always ask me, are you planning to do this campaign? Are you ever going to do this kind of campaign? I'm like, I don't know. Don't plan that far ahead. Just kind of do based on what is currently popular, what I currently am interested in, what I currently feel like doing. That way, keep it as interesting as possible. Ver Halal, will we get more Middle Earth content? I think so. The first ones did relatively well. And so I've told the guys they can do a few more, and we'll see how they go. So I would expect to see more in the next couple months. I can't promise it'll be regular, but we can do some more.
Yeah, I think Luca just said his Isengard army was finished yesterday. So you'll be seeing some Isengard there. I know Josh's...
Isn't that where they're taking the hobbits to?
To Isengard?
To Isengard.
To Isengard.
Is that where they're taking the hobbits to?
To Isengard?
To Isengard.
Okay. But yeah. Josh is having some, whatever the guys, Azog's Hunters painted up. Aaron's got Men of Dale. Mitch has like 2 or 3 different armies. So hopefully between all, and then I've got my Easterlings, which will hopefully be painted at some point. But I mean, we should be able to put out a variance of armies. That shouldn't be an issue. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Guard. Guard. Now the chat's all singing the song. I'm sorry if I got that song in your head. A couple more Vault member questions, then I'm going to do some more giveaways. WB Freak 54. You and Dave seem to have vastly different playstyles. Does it get frustrating when playing him? Is that why y'all don't play with each other very often? We do have different playstyles. Is it frustrating playing Dave? I don't think I'd use the word frustrating. I think I'd use the word stressful. My battery's running low.
Oh no! How low?
It just got my first warning. 11%. It says 32 minutes remaining, which means nothing. Where's the power cord for this? And why is it not plugged in? This is Josh, the one that Josh uses?
Yep.
Okay.
Should I?
Mute your microphone and run and get the power cord before it runs out?
Yeah, I'm gonna go do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
BRB, guys.
Okay, just in case it dies. Because it says 32 minutes, which means probably 5.
Hopefully no horrible tech issues happen.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. Anyway. It's more because we're both very competitive with each other. And so if there's ever rules issues that come up, it's not like one of us is more dominant than the other. That can get heated. But it's fun overall. Did you find it? Well, that was
Much
quick.
easier.
That was way easier than you thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Let's the screen even got a little brighter too.
Yay!
Zergalurgadurg, Hail Matthias, Bard of Welland, Hunter of Mysterious Lore, and Dancing Master of the North. Wow, that is quite the...
Bard of Welland is what I like.
Yeah, is the longer I'm in business, the longer that gets. Is it kind of like kings that conquer different places, and so they get more and more names? I have a business question and a gaming question. First off, with MiniWarGaming's bunker to open in June, have you figured out the logistics of moving all of those models and terrain over to the new digs? No. Do you know when we'll figure it out? When we move. Because what's there to figure out? You load things up, you cross your fingers, you drive, and you hope everything doesn't break on the way. It's really all there is to it. We are going to be asking for volunteers, people to help. They're going to be, or paying a bunch of people to come and help, whatever we can do, so that we don't have to do it all by ourselves. Second question, which Primarch do you think will be the next to come out, and which are you hoping will be the next to come out? Well, I hope... No, I already got Vulcan. I don't really care about any other ones, honestly. Sanguinius? He's not out yet, right?
Sanguinius? No.
Yeah, okay, I'm thinking of the model that another company... There's another company that makes the Primarch models.
Mm-hmm.
They don't call them that, but...
We have hit 700 viewers.
700 viewers.
Oh yeah, 702, at least that's what it's saying here.
Goodness, that's a new record for us.
That is fantastic.
And I wish I could go beyond 3, but I actually have to go pick up my kids from school I have to leave right at 3.
Cirrus Soul just gave away 5 tier 1 subs, so thank you so much.
That's awesome, thank you. Sanguinius, if I had to choose. I don't particularly... I don't want to say I don't care, because that's not true. But I don't think about it. So it's not like, oh yeah, there's this one. If Vulcan wasn't out yet, I would totally be saying Vulcan. But I got Vulcan, and that's all I really care about. So I'm happy. That's all I really need. All I need is Vulcan. All you need is Vulcan. Vulcan. Vulcan's all you need. Let's do some giveaways. Where's Tatiana?
She's on that other side. To your...
Oh, geez, I almost knocked her off.
All
okay,
three
so
of her.
spoiler alert for those that have not been keeping up with Heroes of Herrenberg. I'm giving away the Tatiana model. I wonder why. That's all I'll say. So I can't really show much on camera, but there's actually 3 models for Tatiana.
If you put them like in front of your cup, they can at least see them because you're putting it right in front of the sit and talk name. Aha!
Yeah, this is much better, Colin. Look at that.
I didn't say it was going to be wonderful.
You look at that. Yeah, you totally can see them. Oh, look at those. Holy cow. This whole time oh, whatever. Let's put the phone in my pocket. So there's actually 3 models that Ben had painted up. One was the Tatiana. Tatiana's a human bard. And so he has one where she is dancing, kind of in her cool, looks very, for lack of a better word, because I'm not quite sure how to describe it, like very gypsy-ish. There's her combat one, holding a sword and a lute. And then there's her dressed in one of her disguises as a male. So you could actually play this one just as a male, because when you look at it, actually, well, it just looks like a male. I think it's just a male model, and use that for it. So this is pretty special, because this is actually one that's used in our Dungeons and Dragons campaign, Heroes of Herrenberg. So you get a piece of history with this one. I hope that our D&D campaign becomes very long and persistent. Like this current Heroes of Herrenberg season is only so many episodes long, but I hope to have it begin a very long, cool, developing narrative for our D&D world. So Tatiana, of course, was there for the very beginning of it. So let's choose a word. Hashtag tiny tarts. That's right. The word is bard. B-A-R-D. Type in bard.
So many bards.
Somebody just said they're still a vault member. I didn't answer that question. Was that Miso Miso? I'm losing it.
Oh no, it's so hard to scroll up.
I know, right? Can you search?
Ah, it's like fighting against the. Oh nope, it's gone. It's gone too far now.
Oh, you can't get back up to it?
Well, yeah, my chat.
Somebody said that I'm still a vault member. Please answer my question, because I was there was one I was glancing over.
I think it
Is
was
it Miso
Miso
Miso?
Miso.
I was going to answer your question anyways. I don't know why I didn't, because it's Miso Miso, and you've just been. For some reason, it says you're not. We'll make sure you take care of that and email our support. Bardarian. No, it's Bardarian is what I was going to be making. It's not bird. It's bard. I know it's very close. Is bard the word? Bard is the word. Bard, B-A-R-D. B-A-R-D as in bard. As in dummy. As in delta. As in digging-knobs. As in delicious. Bard as in barded. I don't know how else to describe it. Bard. Worst 5th edition class? Are you kidding? Bard is awesome. I love bards. Bards are great. Bard. Bard. Okay, 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, so roll it. Here we go. The winner of the Tatiana models is MiniWarGaming, who's been following since today. Welcome, MiniWarGaming.
Oh boy, did you choose a good day.
MiniWarGaming. You are the proud owner of the Tatiana model. I'm going to write Tatiana models here rather than sticking her on the floor and sticking this to it. Models. Congratulations, MiniWarGaming. So
You now have a piece of MiniWarGaming D&D history.
you do. That actually is. Everything else is, don't get me wrong, they're all valuable because they literally cost money. But that is special. Okay, let's just rattle through these last 3. It's because it's getting late, and I want to do the Start Collecting box giveaway as well. That's going to be the last one we do on the live, and I'll also announce the winners from our subscribers. So just a reminder, if you want to win the Start Collecting box set, we're going to do here with a word on the live stream, but you can also get 2 more chances to win if you are a Twitch subscriber, 2 more if you are a Silver Vault member, and 1 more if you're a Bronze Vault member. And those stack. Like if you're a Twitch subscriber, Silver Vault member, and you're here, you could technically win more than 1. I'm not going to disqualify you if you happen to do it. So thank you, of course, to all those who have subscribed, especially if you have a Twitch Prime that you don't know who to give it to, just throw it our way and you could win. If you want to, of course.
I don't think it's very simple to actually link your Google
your Amazon Prime. Or you might have a Twitch Prime account, yeah.
Yeah, like if you have your Amazon Prime, you can link it. It's not too difficult. I'm not quite sure exactly where to go right now, but I remember doing it for somebody else a couple months ago, and it was a lot easier than I thought.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do this really quick. Space Marine Vindicator. So you got to put, and a reminder for the rules is you put whatever word I say in once. Uppercase, lowercase, no, not in a sentence, not with anything before or after it, and you only do it once. If you do it more than once, you'll be disqualified. Okay. Yeah, and you've got like, if you're still trying to figure out how to attach your Twitch Prime and all that, you've got like 5-10 minutes to figure it out before I announce winners. So get there faster. So what is our word? Our word is citadel, as in a big citadel. As in Citadel, the name of the company who makes this.
Wow, I did like Vindicator, like some sort of, or sorry, it was Vindicator, like it was some sort of German man pronouncing it.
This is the Vindicator.
Vindicator.
The Vindicator. So Citadel. Sorry, not S.
S.
Citadel. Citadel. It's funny, now that I've seen the word so many times, it doesn't look like Citadel. It looks like Citadel.
Wine decanter.
Or Kitadel. Wine decanter. This is for a Space Marine Vindicator. Very cool model, actually. If you like a box with a bulldozer in the front. Actually, I like the boxy models that are the Space Marine vehicles. Very cool, very sleek. Citadel. Citadel is the word. Citadel. Windy Dictator, Gassy Tyrant. Okay.
Gassy Tyrant.
Space Marine Vindicator. Vindicate Space Marines. Vindicator, their Space Marines. Or Vindicator, Diggly Space Marine. I don't know how to read whatever language the other script is. Okay, let's choose a winner. Citadel. Citadel. Control-Alt-Delete. It actually kind of looks like Citadel when you look at it. Roll in the winner. Boom. Dixie Twist. Following since today. All these new people. Awesome. I'm happy to see lots of new people. Dixie Twist. Dixie Twist. You are the winner of the Space Marine Vindicator. And he or she wrote, sweet. You are welcome.
Throws on floor.
Come on, it's a plastic model. You can toss those across the room, they'd be fine. We have Horus Heresy Cataphracti Terminators. Cataphracti Terminators. Pretty cool. They come with the option for heavy flamer and who knows what else.
It's a very nice kit.
It actually is a very nice kit.
Like the little laurels or whatever the little pieces of fabric and everything they have hanging down. They're super nice.
Yeah, they're really nice. Horus Heresy, but they can be reused in regular Warhammer 40k as well. The word, I'm running out of words, plastic.
Wow. Getting real inventive here.
I'm just looking through a word that will be easy to spell.
Are you saying cataphracti isn't an easy word
to
spell?
Yeah, cataphracti. Right. It's like, oh, there's only 3 eligible users for that one. Plastic. Plastic is the word. Plastic.
What are the models made of?
Plastic. Some sort of resin. Yeah, plastic. Cataphracti Terminators for the Horus Heresy contains 5 of them. They can be painted red or blue. If you are feeling adventurous, green, orange, purple even. Plastic is the word. Plastic, plastic. You've got 10 seconds. 9-8, 7-6-5, 4.5, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Just really milking that one.
And the winner is Brolinda TV, a subscriber who is not following. That's weird.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is that just
So when you subscribe,
is that an accident?
Yeah. What hype? They would. What hype? Yes, Brolinda TV. Congratulations.
Get hyped, Brolinda.
How are you subscribed but not following? I don't get that. But thank you. Thank you. That's awesome.
Regardless, yes.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with not following. If you don't want to follow, that's totally up to you. Brolinda TV, you are the winner of 5 Cataphracti Terminators. Last one before we do the start collecting. This is going to be a Warhammer 40k Forgefiend. I think you can also make a Mauler Fiend, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure those models
Forgefiend, optional assembly, Chaos Space Marine, Mauler Fiend. This is a big old box here.
I was going to say, I didn't think the box was so big for that
Yeah,
model.
it's a pretty big box. This is going to be a lot of shipping costs. But Aaron's going to be so happy. So we got a Space Marine, Chaos Forgefiend / Mauler Fiend. I think you can even magnetize it and get both out of it. Takes a bit of work for that though, just because the arms are quite different. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, they are doable that way. Very cool. So,
and yes, you can magnetize it to be both options as well, if you are the savvy type.
okay. Sorry, I was just looking at something in the chat. See if there's somebody who needed moderated. Okay, the word. I'm going to choose a random word from the box. The word is black, as in Abaddon black.
You didn't want to choose Abaddon?
No, Abaddon.
Aye.
Abaddon.
That's
Black. Black is the word. Uppercase, lowercase. Only do it once. Do not type it twice. Do not put it in a sentence. Do not put anything before or after it. Black is the word. This is our last giveaway before we do the start collecting boxes. Black, 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 black. And then I will answer a couple more questions and we'll do our final giveaways. I need to be sure that we're done at 3 though, because I have to pick up my kids from school. And I shan't be late for that.
Yeah, those teachers don't mind, right?
Nah. Actually, I could probably leave at like 5 after, but I don't want to push it. It's going to take time to get out of the building, right? So we got to make sure I leave in time.
Getting that nice queue of parents, other parents trying to pick up their kids.
That's great.
I bet.
Awesome. So black is the word. Big shout out to Gideon Star, Rainbow, and Khalifa for being our top bits donators. How was that reset once a week? Is that how that works?
I believe, yes, it does.
I know we can set it to different things. I think we have it set to a week.
Resets in 3 days.
In 3
So,
days.
I don't know.
So
if
black, black, black. I also have to pick up my kids to Shadowhawk. Yeah, when I see the word in chat before I see it in stream. Abaddon black. So black is the word. I'm going to wait 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 4, 5, 2, 1, 0. Okay, here we go. I want to give you 10,000 bits, but I can't. Well, Hoagie 1985, thank you so much for giving any bits.
we appreciate the thought.
And everybody else who's anything you can contribute, even just being here, even just following us is awesome. So if you want to follow us, that'd be great. That we can be notified when we go live for
Again,
other shows.
we're almost at 750 viewers, so
That's
all
awesome.
750 of you are fantastic for just being here, hanging out.
Yeah, Crazy Bob, you are the winner.
Whoa, crazy
Following
Bob.
since today. Crazy Bob, congratulations! You are the winner of this Chaos Space Marine, Forgefiend, and or Mauler Fiend, depending on whether you want to magnetize it or not. Crazy Bob. Crazy Bob. Now, Crazy Bob and everybody else who's won, make sure you whisper to us your address or your email address, something we can get a hold of you. Yay me, thanks guys, says Crazy Bob. You are welcome, Crazy Bob. You are welcome. You are very welcome. Now let's do 1 or 2 more questions, and then I'm going to do the final giveaways, and then we will wrap this all up. And I apologize, and yet I don't, to everybody who's watching this on YouTube afterwards, because a lot of the show's been taken up by not answering questions, but today's been a special one.
Also, Rainbow just gave another 1,000 bits, and Malicious 9 just gave 5,000
Oh,
bits.
Malicious just took the lead with
Wow.
5,000 bits. So now it's Malicious at 5,000, Rainboned at 4,000, and Gideon Star at 3,650. And tons of people signing up for the Twitch Prime and stuff. So all of you are awesome. I wish I could shout everybody out, but that would take all of the show.
To be honest, I wish we could have it show up on screen, but for some reason our Streamlabs is being super annoying with the connection between our YouTube account and our Twitch account, and I can't find the. I keep trying to update it, and it never works.
It won't show us like when people donate by the
So-
Streamlabs link.
Yeah, well,
I-
like you know when it shows up on screen and it has their name and everything.
Oh yeah, we got to get that working again.
I know. I gotta figure it out. It's being super annoying because it's again hooked up to our YouTube and our Twitch account, and I keep trying to unlink it, and then it
It doesn't want to. Maybe uninstall it and reinstall it or something.
possibly.
All right, a couple more questions, really quick. We're almost out of time. Cerberus Q, Cerberus. There's 3s in there. It's throwing me off, man.
Oh,
Where do you see, or it says, where you see MiniWarGaming in 10 years? I don't know, because 10 years ago, we'd barely gotten started. We're 11 years old, a little over 11 years
Correct.
old. So 10 years is about as old as we are. But considering that we're moving into this new building, I assume we'll still be in that building. Just because with an investment that big, you want to make sure you don't rush out of it. So I see that we'd still be there, but I have no idea. People often talk about, you gotta, where do you see yourself in 10 years or 15 years? And I'm like, I don't know, because so much changes every year. I see us still making videos. I still focus on the vault. I can see us focusing on other things too. Maybe we'll be bigger into live streaming. Events-wise, role-playing game-wise, new games. I think because of the MiniWarGaming bunker, you're going to see a quick, radical change to MiniWarGaming over a short period of time. And so it's really hard for me to guess 10 years from now, let alone a year from now. So I don't know. It's a good question, though. Where do I hope to see us? Bigger, better, awesomer? That's what I hope. Whatever that looks like. Wardak 6811. Will the bunker be like Valhalla? Yes and no. Valhalla is a little special because you go to this huge mansion and you're like, you have this big gaming room and you have access to all the time and you have all this awesome food. This is going to be different than that. The rooms are going to be more, they're not going to be nearly as big. The whole building's not nearly as big as Valhalla. It's a humongous building. And you can come for the events and not stay in the rooms. You can stay in the rooms and not come for the events. You might just be coming to be in some battle reports. So it'll be more, I would say it would be more along the lines of like, similar to like going to Adepticon, but not like going, like small portions of it. Like how do you go to Adepticon for certain events? It'll be like that, where you like, it's like a year-long gaming convention, except that you just choose the event that you're going for, maybe a couple events that we might be running some simultaneous, and you go just for that.
Yeah, and it's something like Valhalla where, you know, it's everybody on vacation and everyone can stay up super late and that kind of stuff. It's kind of hard for us to do that.
Yeah,
with
we're not
you
going to be
guys
there
because
24/7. Yeah,
it's our work day and we're there 9 to 5, so
yeah,
it won't.
There will
be
be people
that
running the
element.
event. Like if there are events in the evening, then there will be employees running those events. But yeah, you won't be hanging
Everyone's
out
going
with.
to be working most of the time.
You won't be hanging out with all the MiniWarGaming crew all the time because we're going to be working, making videos and doing other stuff too. So it's going to be very. I don't even know what to compare it to. It feels like a mixture of a few things, to be honest. So very exciting for us, though. All right, let's do our final giveaways. So I'm going to announce. Okay, let's get the vault giveaways. So let's do those first. So we got 2 silver, 1 bronze, and I think I have these picked correctly. And then I've got to quickly figure out how to get download the list of Twitch subscribers. This is your last chance to become a Twitch subscriber to be entered into this contest. So our winners for the Start Collecting box sets, and the winners get to pick which one they get, and we'll just order it from the Games Workshop store for you and send it right to you. So the winner of the bronze selection is, I'm going to say your name wrong, it's Riss Trout. Rice Trout, Riss Trout. Grego4 is the username. Congratulations. We have your contact information, obviously, so we'll email you, but you feel free to email us too. And then the 2 Silver Vault members, one of them is Daniel Ham, and the other one is Samuel Pelham. Daniel Ham and Samuel Pelham.
Hey, I'm from Pelham.
Well,
I wonder if he's from
he's
Pelham.
not from, that's his name, unless he put in a false name or something.
But so there you go, Daniel. Your last name is my town.
Daniel Ham.
No, Daniel
And Samuel Pelham.
Samuel. Your
So they both end with Ham. Pelham and Ham.
Huh.
So congratulations to those 3. Let's grab one from our viewers right now, and then we'll finish with the 2 Twitch subscribers. So we'll give you as much chance as possible to become Twitch subscribers. Colin has been given 23 cups of coffee. Is every time somebody puts ! coffee, they give you a cup of coffee?
Correct.
And what does that do?
Tracks how many people have done it.
Wow.
I don't know.
That's
Aaron
really
added
interesting,
it,
Colin.
and I thoroughly enjoy it. But it only
Coffee. Oh, wow.
it can't be spammed. It's got a 30-second delay.
Oh, it's got a 30-second delay, but now there's a delay of me saying that. So.
Oh, geez, so much coffee.
So much coffee. Everybody's like, coffee, Colin. You like coffee?
It's because there's a ! Cullen command that says he likes coffee.
I
and
see.
then so now they can give
It
you.
only works once every 30 seconds,
Jeez,
people.
guys.
Slow down. Slow down, all right?
This is that got out.
Oh, is that what we were going to do? Okay, anyways, cancel it. All right, so the word that you have to put in to win the Start Collecting starter set or box set of your choice is, I don't have a box to look at, so let's choose a random word from one of the questions. Miso asked a question, so let's choose a word, and then I'll answer his question. Chance. Chance. So while you're doing that, Chance, Miso asks, hope you're well, new year, new question. Now we're in 2019, what's the schedule for the bunker? Already talked about that. Do you think it's heresy to suggest that Age of Sigmar is a more strategic and tactical game than 40k? No, I don't know if it is. It definitely has stuff to it that 40k does not. Any chance of more Blackstone Fortress at Adeptus Titanicus? Yes. As you play games for a living, do you ever get times to play games out of work? I actually talked about that already, so I guess I've answered your questions, kind of.
Oh no, already getting the call.
Holly, if you're watching this, my wife, yes, I remember I'm getting the kids. She just texted me because it's 3 o'clock. Yes.
That one person who put the wrapper high five to you because that's funny. There's Chance the Rapper is the
I
actual
see.
rapper.
Do you think Yagrian Tor is a sweet spot between war games, RPGs, and narrative campaigns? If you do another, would you be fun to see a 4-person one? I think it is. It hasn't gotten as many views as we had hoped that it would. So I'm not sure if people don't realize that it's awesome, or maybe it's just not as awesome as I think it is. Not sure which it is. Okay, let's grab a winner. And roll it. Ooh, it's a subscriber.
Ooh.
Superior Man X. You're not going to write it in the same one right here. X Superior Man X. So it's probably Superior Man, just, X on each side.
Oh,
Following since today, and a subscriber.
And he's online.
And he's currently online. I just responded. So, box set.
Thank you for being all of the above.
Yeah. So when we get a hold of you, or you can get a hold of us, send us your email address. Make sure you also tell Aaron which one you want. It can be anything 40K or Age of Sigmar, one of the start collecting box sets. Okay. So thank you. Now let's grab 2 subscribers, and then we are done. Yay, rar, he says. So I got to do this quick because I'm out of time. Where do I download my subscribers? It was on here somewhere. Channel. Jeez, we got a lot of new subscribers. Holy cow. Yeah, there's a lot of new subscribers. 259 just today.
250 just today? That is nonsense.
Download my subscriber list. Your download is ready. If it did not download automatically, please click this link. All right, I just need this. I just need the big list. Why are you not opening?
Oh, you said that is why you not play games, just subscribe. That was really funny.
Oh, here it is. I see it. Open with, I don't care, give me Notepad. Come on. Notepad is fine.
Why am I the chaos? The good kind.
Oh, frick.
How is there a good kind of chaos?
Hold on. This is taking longer than I thought it would. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. I'll entertain them with my voice. Hello.
It's a wonderful voice.
It is something that I ran out of words to say.
Open with WordPad? No, stop it with Notepad.
It's almost like we should have thought of this before.
I know. I was like, crap, I don't have an easy way to do this. All I was going to do is open it up in a big list, choose a random number, and then go down the list till I found that one. So we currently have 680 subscribers. So let's randomly grab 2 numbers, random.org. Maybe they'll be lucky and it'll be like 1 and 2, and then I just can look at the first.
Are you have to count all the way down that list?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
680. The first one is 89 and 314. Come on.
Oh boy.
89, 314. Sorry. Give me a second. Okay. Where did it download to?
Apparently Notepad++ will give you line numbers.
Yeah. Notepad, I don't have that installed, so that'll take too long. I gotta leave soon. Where to go? Where to go? Subscriber list. There it is. Open with...
You can paste it. Excel is what people are saying?
Yeah, I don't have Excel on this.
Google
I know I can do with the
Sheets?
Google Docs, which is probably what I'm gonna have to do. Oh no, there we go. WordPad does it well.
Okay. If Matthew's late, it's all of your faults, just so you know.
It's okay, it's okay. Here we go. What?
Guys, thank you for all the coffee. It is fantastic and delicious.
Here we are. Hypo Goat is our first one. Hypo Goat. Congratulations.
Hypo Goat.
Hypo, H-Y-P-O, Goat is the first one. And now I can just, so page down gives me how many?
We should ask him the question about goats
Aha.
on the moon.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, perfect, 20.
Oh.
So that's 90, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, back it up 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you know what? If this didn't turn out to be the perfect one, it's as random as it gets.
I was going to say, it's still pretty random.
Volpe 001. Volpe 001. So Hypogoat and Volpe 001, congratulations, you've won the Start Collecting box sets as well. Thank you so much for being, and both of them are tier 1 subscribers too.
Fantastic.
Awesome. Not that that's better or worse than being a Twitch Prime subscriber. I'm just saying it so happens to be that. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for everybody who has supported us and joined us on the stream. I really have to run. I'm in trouble. Actually, not in trouble yet. I can still leave now if nobody talks to me on my way out. And get there in time to pick up my kids. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all your support and all your questions. I hope you had fun. And we'll definitely do more giveaways because that was a lot of fun. And again, obviously gets a lot of people on the stream. Don't forget to follow us too. If you're on here right now and you're not currently following us, just click that heart. And then even better, click that little thing that says, yeah, let me know.
Who is next week, by the way, for the sit and talk?
It's usually Josh after me.
Okay, so yeah, make sure to leave your questions.
Yeah, leave questions for Josh. I forgot to say it at the beginning.
At MiniWarGaming.com.
Yeah, when this is posted on our website. Thank you for watching. Happy wargaming.
Bye-bye, everybody.